Well, there goes the DAVERHOOD. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. On this very last day, very last evening of the year 2023, you're with me, Dave Lefkowitz, and my wonderful and adorable wife, Joyce, in the DAVERHOOD. Honey. You know what I forgot to do today?
What?
Today, I totally, today is 12/31.
Yeah.
Remember we found out about this? 12/31/23?
Yeah.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
And I was going to do at 1:23 in the afternoon. I was going to make a note of it because it would have been 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
It would have been perfect for a waltz.
We'll have to wait for the next.
There won't be.
I don't know. 1, 2,
it can
4,
never
1,
be.
2, 4, 1, 2, 4.
1, 2.
Yeah, 124, 1, 2, 4.
Right, and then at 1, 2, but it's not the same as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, we are here with nonsense like that for about 2.5 hours or so. So
Show
we're
them Potato.
we have Potato who had his teeth fixed.
Just really
He's got the braces going on.
One is falling.
And we already have our first. She's coming on at 10:05. We have our first.
List?
Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
I don't know who's coming up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Here's your whole.
You just told me what you needed me to do.
Here's the list.
Okay.
But before we get anybody in the room, it's very important to start our New Year's show, DAVERHOOD New Year, our 924th episode of the show, live.
You have 3 minutes. 3
Yeah.
minutes of
Yeah, but this is crucial. This is almost as important as anything.
Let me also get a good.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay.
This is the ceremonial, all-important ear and nose hair shaving
How do you turn it? How do you make it?
to end the year. Oh, you got to turn.
It's on the
I'm gonna get the volume up.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
here, let's see if it makes a noise. It should. Listen to that. Listen to that. So in order to be, I've wanted to get this ear hair all week, but I've held it for this moment that I can share with you here in the DAVERHOOD. Listen for the crunch. Oh, and can you hear it? Isn't that the most beautiful thing? It's crunching away at this ear hair that has just been sticking out because, I'm 59 years old and almost 60. And it's just, there it is. Look, oh.
You're just about to do something that you know is wrong, and you decide to do something else.
And, oh, that's so good. Oh, it's like a baby's rump now. I love it. And the nose.
There's no person in the whole world like you.
No, I think that's pretty clear. Pretty clear. Let's get this one.
By just your being you. Thank you. Two of the best words we can ever learn.
I am now prepared.
Favorite neighbors where you live. Doesn't it feel good when you're just about to do something that you know is wrong, and you decide to do something else?
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. That's our little Mr. Rogers toy that we bought about a week or so ago. Here's. Oh, we'll do one more, and then we'll get Nancy Redmond in the DAVERHOOD, because here's the deal.
That's one way to show your love. Another way is letting people take good care of you.
You gotta put it in the megaphone. He's so low.
Yeah, he's quite low. So, we have a lot of guests who are going to be joining us, cycling in through the Zoom room all show long. So we're here. It's 10 o'clock in the evening, or now 10:04 Eastern time. We'll be here until about 12:30 or so.
Phone in case somebody has trouble.
My phone is right by me.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to start with our very first guest in the DAVERHOOD.
Wait, so Dave goes in with Joyce, completed ceremonial nose and hair shaving.
We just did. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Great.
Look,
Okay.
it's all gone. We'll ask actress and writer Nancy Redmond and comedian. Hello, Nancy. How are you?
Wow, this is just a thrill to be with you on, my God, Dave's gone by.
Isn't it? Isn't it a thrill? Did you catch my ceremonial ear hair and nose hair trimming before you?
I did. It was really thrilling. And I want to know more about you and Joyce. I mean, the woman behind you. I mean, literally behind you.
Yeah, it's quite a scene. But these 5 minutes or so are about.
Oh, yes.
Nancy.
Okay, absolutely.
You had, I think it's safe to say, a pretty good year. You were
Oh,
doing your
oh,
seance with mom. Tell us about the show, please.
oh, it's very exciting. Very exciting. The show is about oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's extraordinary.
It's not
Really.
your site. It's just it's for your seance. Here it is.
Oh, that's what it is. You're
Yeah,
lighting a candle for my
for your mom.
seance with mom. How
Yeah.
beautiful. It's so touching. It's great. Well, yeah, it's a wonderful show.
Well, yeah, no, it's called. It's an off. You've been doing it off Broadway, right? Or where have you been
Yeah.
doing it? It's
I've been told it's wonderful. But no, yeah, I've been doing it off Broadway, and I'm going to be coming back. I'm coming back with it, and looking for the right time, the right place.
sure, sure.
Right,
Was
yeah,
that directed by our fellow friend in the neighborhood? Was that Austin? Who did
absolutely. What a memory you have. You just
Austin Pendleton alert? We mention him so often on the show because he's always doing something. So we have an alert saying, "Oh my God, Austin Pendleton is
I
doing
love it.
something again," and he
Uh,
directed you in a seance with mom.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
what else happened to you in your year, Nancy?
Oh my God, I was on your show.
This is this is and she's a comedian. She's being funny, but not being funny.
That's
But what
good.
else
That's
did
good.
you? Yeah, I mean,
That's
post COVID, besides doing your show, which I know is an enormous undertaking to do, even a one-person show, what
yeah.
else happened for you, good or bad, in 2023?
Dental visits. Yeah,
Exciting.
and other medical oh yeah, love it. I love it. Really
We're giving
adorable.
our potato some dental work. Yeah.
With with the braces, made it so much better, the two front teeth. Yeah, it's been great,
Oh,
working
good.
on other shows, simultaneously. So, I'll be coming back with, one or two new shows,
Oh,
besides, but I'm still moving along with the seance with mom. We're seeing perhaps you have, some producers who might be interested to come.
if I had some producers, you think I'd be sitting here and on New Year's Eve doing a stupid little Facebook show? I'd be in the Helen Hayes Theater for God's sakes. You know,
Well, you know what? I feel like I'm in the Helen Hayes Theater with you right now. I do. I do.
oh, hey, what
Uh,
about you? You're kind of a theater person. Why don't they call it the Helen Hayes anymore? It's now just the Hayes. Second Stage took it over, and it's like the Helen. They dropped the
they
Helen.
took away Helen? Oh
Yeah,
my God.
it's like the Hayes. All right, call
Well, she's familiar, you don't have to say Helen.
I mean, the owner's Rothman. I mean, go call her Rothman. I do not understand. I'm a little
Red,
hyper at the moment because we've just started the show.
I
So
know, I know. I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm honored.
good. Are you do you allow yourself to talk about stuff that hasn't been fully produced yet? Like what you say you're working on something else. What is it?
You're absolutely right. If it's not been fully produced yet, I don't even know about it yet.
Right,
I'm
no,
aware.
but you say you're bringing something else in. That means it has to have gone somewhere along beyond what.
Yeah, I'm writing it. There's been different, the different ideations. Oh God. Yeah.
No, I'm the idiot. These are iterations, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning English as we speak right now. Yeah. Yeah, and I hear Joyce speaking.
That's my darling and adorable wife, Joyce. This is the darling and adorable Nancy Redman.
Oh wow, I feel like I'm with a family member. This is remarkable. And I miss Rabbi Solomon. I mean, I do. I miss him.
I miss
It,
him. And he's not even dead. I still miss him. He will be on later in the program. He's doing a rabbinical reflection tonight, all about the year of 2023, and just what a joyful year it's been for Jewish people. So there you go. In fact, I saved this for him. It's
oh
we should
wow, only the tip. I
that.
love
That
that's
goes back
remarkable.
to when he did circumcision. Nancy, let me ask you one more question before
Before
we
I leave.
another person coming in. But how long has it been since you've done stand up? Like, because you were a stand up comedian for a while, and now it's kind of better to do shows because if nobody laughs, you're like, oh, it's just art. But when was the last time you did like governors and places like that?
Well,
Yeah.
I do perform most nights in my hallway,
Oh,
and
yeah,
from
really.
I go from apartment to apartment, one to one, and I can come over for you and Joyce, and it'd be my pleasure. So I do perform. No, I do stand up in different situations.
Oh,
Uh, Yeah, and in fact, I'll let you know the next time. I'll let you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because usually I pay women for lie down situations, but don't worry, it's kind of a little different.
What's
It's,
that?
no, what? Hi, hon. No, I missed that. Anywho,
Yeah.
we're talking
But
about.
I'm available. I'm available to travel for some stand-up shows. What maybe you should set it up.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have? I get none of my business, but do you have an agent, or do everything kind of your own
Well,
drummer and all that sort of thing?
kind of my own drummer, but yeah, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I beat my own well, anyway. I,
I'd be my own something else, but yes,
yeah,
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 no,
I
that's
marched to my own drummer, but while I beat it. But oh, no,
yeah.
no
Don't
way.
even don't.
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. But yeah, forgive me. Nishva. Okay, no Yiddish
can
for
I ask
now.
then,
Yes.
what your if you can recall it? And I know it's not fair out of context. Like one of your favorite lines that you came up with in doing comedy, like or even from the show that you're doing, the Seance with Mom. Like
Oh, my goodness.
something you're really proud of, like
Oh,
came to
wow.
you.
Oh my. Let's see. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is out of context because the characters are living among themselves and within themselves. But yeah, right now I'm not thinking of which one of my comments to come up with right this moment.
No, no problem. No problem. I can't believe these series of non-committal answers we've gotten from you over the past 7 minutes.
Because she's an artist.
I
She
know.
can't say her stuff. It's a secret.
I know. Well, no, it's not a secret. This is a show she's been doing for a year.
David, you have a friend that you have since you were 5 years old who won't show his face on your show.
This is true. She's actually right. My oldest friend in the world, a guy named Ozer, will be on much later in the program, and he's incredibly like, won't say where he works, won't say what he does, won't say his status.
Really?
He's more secretive than your friend who was actually in. Remember, who was your friend in Secret Service or FBI?
Oh right, yeah.
He was more forthcoming with information.
This is true. I have strange people in my life. This is
Your blessing.
But I'm glad that you
Great.
are not a stranger. It's a delight to have you in the neighborhood, and it's.
I thank you so much. I mean, it's an honor to be here with you. I I spent my life at Dangerfields. I used to MC and open the show, so this is like a nice feeling to open the
All
show
right,
here.
now hold on. You were at Dangerfields. Was
Rodney?
there? Do you have any Rodney stories?
Uh,
That are PG.
I like.
Did you see him doing lines in the dressing room? What?
Did he get respect?
Well, actually, you know, the first time I was there, God bless
Yeah,
my boyfriend, who's no longer with us, but God bless him anyway.
yeah.
Uh, he was sitting in the back, and he was my great support. Um, but I went on about 3 a.m. in the morning, and they were taking the garbage out, and I started screaming, "And you get no support, Rodney!" But I eventually found it as my home. Rodney I used to do a silly little nutty character that I did on Oprah Winfrey. Um, and because of that, he would call me a certain name. Um, if I, so because of that, he would,
Is this a name that we can't? I mean, we can. The FCC is not paying attention to this.
well, out of context, it was in reference to the bit, so it'll sound strange out of context, but he walked around in his how wonderful,
Yeah,
adorable. That's great. That's great. He walked around in his blue bathrobe, and you know, he's very comfortable, and
I see that. Yeah.
It's his theater place, right?
Yeah, I mean, he
um,
can. Yeah. It
he
was.
used to say that he couldn't afford himself. That's why he didn't play there that often. And he was great. It was so much love that the audience would just go nuts when they saw him, obviously, you know. He went to other clubs to work out his new material, not necessarily at Dangerfields.
Yeah, people. I don't. I understand that, but I don't understand that. I don't.
It was pretty rare that he went to Dangerfields to work on his new material. He went to Catch, but he would pop in there every so often with his dear friend Joe. I haven't even thought of his name in a long time, but the man behind Lenny Bruce. Yeah,
Oh.
it'll come back to me in about a year.
Anyway,
Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I brought this up and
yeah. We're- Anyway, we're also trying to coordinate what's coming and going and what's.
yeah, I thank you so much for having me here. It's been an honor to be part of your DAVERHOOD. I don't know if I'm a new friend or a new old friend or an old new friend or a new
Well,
old.
this is your second time, so now you're ancient. Now you're an ancient.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm an ancient friend.
Yeah. Next time you're on, we'll actually have you revived from the dead. Essentially, you'll be
Oh,
like
wow.
you were new. Now you're really really old, and then next time you will be like a phoenix rising
Yeah.
from the ashes.
That's something to look forward to, and to bring my mom from the dead. So that'll be great. The two of
Oh,
us will be dead together.
look for a seance with Mom with Nancy Redmond coming back to off Broadway in 2024. We'd love that. We'd love to have you back also playing our trivia quiz. Thank you, Nancy Redmond.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most happy New Year to you also.
Happy, great, healthy New Year. God bless you
Oh.
and Saul, Rabbi. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nancy Redmond, look who's come to say hi.
Who?
It's my very own cousin,
Ooh.
Stephanie. And I wonder how many of her family will be with her. So it's funny, I'm missing a couple of people who are supposed to be zooming in. I'm not really able to check my Facebook to.
No, and you made it sure so that you don't have to be an authorized user.
Yeah, no, anybody should be able to.
Yeah, no, Judy, and Stephanie said she would join the other Stephanie.
Right, but I'm waiting. I just admitted my cousin. Anyway, we were watching The Dave's Gone By, 924th episode. It is our New Year, DAVERHOOD New Year. I guess she's trying to enter. It shouldn't be a problem for her. But my cousin Stephanie Shefflin, and perhaps her husband and her kids.
Or maybe it's your aunt
as well. Or are they? I mean, sometimes it just takes people a thing to try to enter.
A lot of times it's Wi-Fi too.
Oh yeah, could be a lot of things. But we're hoping we're going to try. She's trying her iPhone again. We're working on it. Yeah, it's lo-fi stuff. This is not like Flavor Flav at the freaking. You know what I'm saying?
You could be Florida.
So she's trying. I hope. I also have. Oh, so good. Also coming. I'm going to admit them too. Can't do New Year's. Cannot do New Year's. And who did you say I resembled before we went on the air? When I was dressed? No. Not
Billy Joel.
You said I look like Billy Joel.
Yeah.
We've got someone who's trying to get into the neighborhood right now, who is literally tonight, or I guess was or still is, at the Billy Joel concert. I just don't know why I can't get anybody. Nancy was able to get in.
No, I wonder if you have anything where they have to be verified. If they're trying by their phone, you should give them the ID number, not the link.
Maybe they're by their phones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So can you email? Can you just send them the?
I'm not sure how.
I don't know your link for your because when you have Zoom, FYI, you also have a number.
So maybe what I'm going to try and do is.
See the link. Yeah, because people are going to need the number.
What I'll do is I'll text them and ask them to just.
Wait, let me find that. I'm looking for if I can see it, but I don't know your number.
And hold on.
You made a unique thing, so I don't know.
I'm just going to type to them.
They can't see you.
I'm going to try calling myself. Oh, they can't see even.
No, when they're getting in, they can't.
Oh my. Well, I don't know.
Do you know how to
All I can do is really go on Facebook and try it and.
I'll text them from your phone. Do you have their numbers in there?
On my Rolodex.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, because what you normally do is like you give the link, but then you also give the ID number. So if they're on their phone, they can just enter the meeting ID.
Tell you what, I've got a pen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down their two phone numbers, and if you don't mind texting them.
Okay.
The my phone number or whatever.
No, but I don't know your meeting ID number.
No, but they can just call in.
Okay, sure.
They'll just call in.
Sure, okay.
All right. Try. Pardon me, folks. I hope you're having fun. It was great to have Nancy Redmond on.
Yeah, she was great. I have Bonnie and I'll put Stephanie. And who's the other person?
No, Steve. Steve, hold on, just 1 sec.
There you are.
Oh, wait, I'm hearing a person.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Stephanie Trudeau.
Oh, hey, you made it, yay!
I
I'm not
can't
sure how
get
you
you
got
on
in
my
that.
I can't get you on my computer because I don't have a passcode. I was only sent the link and no passcode.
It shouldn't. You shouldn't need one, but
I didn't think so either, but it won't come up. And the only thing, and then this has been crazy. I somehow managed to get out of all the Thai messages, you know,
The
messages in Thai and every other kind of language, and have this little picture of you on my phone. So
well, it's me. Hello, and it's good to see you. Stephanie Trudeau is with us. Other side.
how are you, Rabbi?
I'm not. Well, this is Dave. So
Oh,
Rabbi
Dave,
Sol-
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. See, you talked to Rabbi Saul Solomon when you were on
Okay,
the
sorry.
program. I just want to start this whole show over again.
Yes, can we start all over
Is
again?
this what 2024 is going to be like?
No.
Welcome to technology.
But it's fantastic to see you, by the way. And we
Thank
saw
you.
just a couple of weeks ago.
Maybe I can get my laptop and you can log into your stuff and I can fix it.
Maybe. I don't. Please, I don't know what. But you were able to get on even with your phone, which is fantastic. Now
We can do it with my phone. That's perfectly okay.
She is in an off-Broadway show called Becoming Chavella, which is playing right now. It's playing now through January 7th at Theater for the New City. And I think
Correct.
2 weeks ago, a week ago. So, but please remind us who Chavella Vargas was and your show.
Okay, so my show is about Chavella Vargas. She
Mhm.
was an iconic Mexican singer. Iconic because she sang music that originally only men sang, but she had one of the great ranchera songwriters became her mentor, kind of took her under his wing, let her sing with him, started writing songs for her, and she basically trailblazed and made it possible for herself and other women to eventually sing ranchera and even mariachi. Women didn't sing mariachi until the mid 1950s. So Chavella was quite a trailblazer, quite an iconic person. She was great friends with Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, lived with Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera for a year. Probably learned a tremendous
More
amount.
than friends with Frida. I mean, you know.
Yeah. And good
She and
friends with
Frida's
Frida, yes.
Frito, if you know what I'm saying. I think you don't. But
Well, she was a rather notorious lesbian, Chabella. And she said that Frida Kahlo was the love of her life. And Frida Kahlo did actually write a letter to a Spanish poet. I show it in my show, where Frida said about meeting Chavella Vargas that she was an extraordinary lesbian, that she was erotically attracted to her, wouldn't hesitate to take her clothes off for her, and kind of on and on and on. That she said actually Chavella was a gift sent from heaven. I think she kind of liked her.
Now, how's your show been going? Because now, when we talked to you, you had just basically started. I mean, you've been doing it for a while.
Well, I've had 2 weekends now, and I've got one more weekend to go next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's been doing very well. Audiences have been building. Audiences love it. I got a very good review. So I think it's doing quite well. As a matter of fact, one of the things that the reviewer and audience is, and I feel very deeply, is that this show should expand even further. I am raising development funds through a fiscal sponsor, Fractured Atlas.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel there's definitely an audience for this. I mean, you have In the Heights, you have playing at the Atlantic Theater right now, Buena Vista Social Club. My show is the first Mexican ranchera musical. And
is it in Spanish or English?
English. Is it,
I
some
enact
songs
everything is enacted in English.
Right.
So the storytelling is in English, but the songs are sung in Spanish because they have to be sung in Spanish. They're Spanish songs.
What is it? C.
But I do help out. I give a little bit of translation.
Yeah, and how many courses of La Cucaracha do you actually do with it? No, I'm kidding.
None.
None. Absolutely none? Really?
Absolutely not. No, this is really pretty classy music. Ranchera was, it's like their sort of Western, like their country music. And it's got a lot of soul to it, a lot of soul and a lot of heart. And they're great songs. And then I sing some of the sort of Latin pop songs as well, like Bésame Mucho, which is a Mexican song. So everything I sing is Mexican.
Well, es muy bien. I wish I were in New York to come and see it. Unfortunately, I'm out here in Maryland.
My Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, and my wife is this enormous Frida Kahlo fan.
Oh, well, have her come and see it. I will certainly give her a complimentary ticket.
Oh boy! Well,
Of course.
The train now.
Yeah, but is she gonna tape it or do like a video?
Well, what you're raising money to do it in a bigger way over because
I'm raising money, Dave, to make it a true off-Broadway musical. In an off-Broadway theater. It's gone from cabaret, and now it's in an off-Broadway theater for the new city. I want to expand it to an hour and a half to probably an hour and a half musical, 90-minute musical, and it can be done in an off-Broadway house.
Wonderful. Now don't go away. We
okay.
Want to keep you on for a couple more minutes, but I don't want to get backlogged with guests because we have another theatrical person or theater person, someone who writes more about the theater or has, and now has spent the last couple of years writing about business. Her name is Iris Dorbian. Iris, welcome back to the Daverhood. Hello, you got one mute. Iris, how you doing?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Good, yay!
Thank you. Now, Iris, you are on with
your Aunt Bonnie called. She said call her whenever you need her.
Yeah.
She's with her friends.
Fantastic. Thank you. That is Stephanie Trudeau over there. She is doing a show off Broadway called Becoming Chavella. Iris Dorbian is the author.
Oh, Iris.
Iris, she's written a book about producers.
I think you should say that as Iris.
That's right.
Yeah.
El show de Iris Dorbian, as opposed to Chacon, and her new book. It's called Next Stop Boston. Iris, what is your book about?
It is a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a North American rock and roll tour pre-COVID. And it is very, very, very loosely inspired by the Fellini film La Strada.
Oh. My
Yeah.
favorite Fellini film.
Oh my God. Wow.
It's pretty great.
Pick this up.
Please, no, show the book again. I want to get the title.
Next Stop Boston.
Next Stop Boston. Beautiful.
Yes,
Well,
but there are
inspired.
a couple of twists, and I do update it, and there are a couple of things which happen in that film which cannot happen in this post Me Too era. So, so I had a lot of fun writing it.
And were you watching La Strada again and just got the idea for it, or did it?
No.
What germinated?
Yeah. Well, actually, oh God, about like years and years ago when I was a struggling actress, there was an off-Broadway theater company that I used to work with, and sometimes they would call me in, to have me read scripts, and they would just decide. And one time they called me in one summer day, and I read this script with someone else, and it was basically about this waif who's following a musician. And it got a really good response among the people who heard, and they're like, God, that's like La Strada. And they were like, yeah. And I hadn't seen La Strada at that point, but it motivated me to go see it. So it always sort of stuck in my head when I wanted to work on another novel. And it was the middle of COVID, and I wanted to entertain myself. So I decided I was going to write this story that's kind of loosely inspired by La Strada, but also put in a lot of my my own little twists in there.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame nobody ever adapted Fellini's 8.5 into like a Broadway musical or something.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Now, I want to ask Stephanie one more question because we have to cycle through some folks. So, Stephanie, what are you hoping for in 2024?
Becoming Chavella off Broadway. Absolutely.
Well, can I ask, I mean, none of my business, but if you're trying to raise money through Fractured Atlas, what kind of nest, I mean, how much does it really cost to put Becoming Chabela into an equity contract? Certainly like a
Just
200 seat.
tell her do it in pesos, so it sounds much more.
Right.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh.
I'm also trying to attract a producer. I mean, yeah, I need help because thus far I have been doing all of this, everything on my own. I would love a producer, somebody to really help me work out that budget, but I think it's got to be, you know, 100,000 at least. I can't even imagine how you could do it for less.
Right.
It's not a big cast, so I mean, there are ways of doing this with a decent budget. But I do, you know, it can be done through Fractured Atlas. And if you donate, it's 100% tax deductible for the donor.
So, folks, if you want to get into, well, first of all, go see Becoming
Yes,
Chabela
yes.
Theater for the New City. It's got one more weekend to go this coming weekend through January
Right.
7th, featuring our great friend Stephanie Trudeau. Stephanie, I wish you much success with Chabela. As Rabbi saw, suerte, and as Rabbi saw would say, nachas.
Yes, Naka Suerte.
So, Stephanie, I'm going to let you go so I can cycle in someone else. But most
Perfect.
happy and healthy New Year, and congratulations on the show.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well.
You too.
Good night.
Good night. All right, that was Stephanie Trudeau. Iris, stick around for a little bit, but I want to get
And
our
Bonnie
next.
said to call, so can
Yeah,
I call her?
when we have a Sura,
Okay, 'cause
I will, because
okay.
I still now I'm going to bring in one of our great
Oh, Moshe?
beloved friends. Moshe Denberg is going to join us. It's going to be an all Jewish panel here. But Iris, besides the book, congratulations on the book, which is available from Amazon, by the way, and Black Pawn Press. What else really good happened for you in 2023? Anything? Everybody had a lousy year. Yeah.
Well, it was a very strange year, but there were some good things. I mean, I toured the national parks in Utah, and also I saw the Grand Canyon in March, and I hadn't done that, and that was really wonderful. Just to see nature in all its pristine beauty, not synthetic, like Las Vegas, you know, where the
Well, no, Iris, I don't know if I ever told you, and this is the truth.
like
That was
where the tour started.
That was my gift to myself for my 30th birthday. I went and went to the Grand Canyon. I went to Arizona to visit a friend and took a bus up to the Grand Canyon for my 30th. It wasn't on the day. It was the week
Yeah.
of. And here I am. I will be 60 in a month. And it's
Oh
been
my God.
30 years since that moment, and I still remember being at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I'm so
Oh my God. Well, it's
Yeah.
so awe-inspiring when you get and you see it. Oh my God. But yeah, that was great. I also I did a lot of writings for like a lot of outlets, and the low point was when and I wrote about this for an essay for Insider, was when I got a Google alert in late July about an article that I wrote for a digital travel publication, which I never wrote for. My byline, my name had been stolen, probably by an AI entity, for this travel publication. And I experienced, it was like 3 days of journalist madness. And eventually I was able to get them to take down my
Yeah.
name, and I wrote about this for Insider.
Wow.
Wow. By the way, where can people reach you? Is it called Business
Do
Insider?
you mean
What
the
is
real her or the fake her?
Yeah. And where can people write the fake you? This is. By the way, we're talking with Iris Dorbian here, as well as we've got to say hello to our other, not our other, another friend of ours, Moshe Denberg, the musician, a man who.
Hello, how are you doing? Iris, nice to meet you here on
Nice
New
to
Year's
meet you,
Eve. And let me wish you, first of all, a l'chaim. L'chaim, my friends. It's going to be a better year, 2024, I promise you.
Do you promise? Do you really promise, Moshe? Do you really,
Well, I'm a rabbi's son. I have a little bit of an oracle with me, but that's about it. I can't I don't make big promises, but it's going to be a better year.
I'll abide. So let me ask you though, apart from the world situation, how was the year for you? You know, in terms of leaving aside the Middle East that Rabbi
Yeah, of course.
a while, but other than that, how was your year?
I'd say it was very eventful. It was good. It was a good year. I got some things done. I wrote some not completely new compositions, but arrangements for the intercultural orchestra that I'm involved with, and I let's put it this way: at my age, which well, I'm going to turn 75 in March, but the truth is, you're turning 60. I'm turning 75. The truth is that not that I've slowed down, but I've allowed myself not to deal with, I got to prove myself, I got to work, I got to do things, I got to, put everything out there. So I've allowed myself to be a little lazier, which is fine. I'm not anxious about it whatsoever. This is the big difference between when I was, let's say, 60 and when I was now, is that I was still trying to get something done that I had to get done. And there was a lot of anxiety involved with it. But now I have no anxiety. So the ambition also is a little less. But the good thing is I have plans and I have a good feeling about 2024 because there are certain projects that I have on my do list that I'm very determined to complete. And that already makes me feel good. How about you?
People that you that not sure
What happened?
Oh, I think you're speaking me back on there. But remind people, what is it called? The Road Less Traveled?
The Road Never Traveled is a double CD that my group Simmons, my Jewish ensemble, released in 2021. And, it's getting some good airplay. I mean, airplay, not only airplay, but some streaming and stuff like that. We've made, this is an ongoing project of mine. I call it the dissemination project. I am putting my stuff out in the way that I can so that it's accessible. Fame is another universe, but to make things accessible, to put it out there in a way that people can enjoy it and can actually get it, is what I'm doing. And I can say that I've been doing a regular project with a technician of mine, putting out new videos on YouTube of a lot of the pieces on Road Never Traveled.
Well,
And if you check,
I want to throw this to Iris though. Like you've got a book; it's on Amazon. How do you let people know, besides going on this program that millions of people watch, that Next Stop Boston is out there? How do you promote, or how does the company promote?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, really.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, because it was put out by a small press, which means that I did most of the marketing.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
So what I did was, oh my God, I wrote a press release and I also I put together a media list, but I really a list that I thought would be interested, as well as especially regional. And I got a lot of interest from the regional New Jersey, the regional New Jersey publications, and they did pick up on it.
Oh,
And
I'm surprised.
also,
Boston. Wouldn't you have gone also to Massachusetts? Because
well,
the
New
title.
England, right?
I did. I did. I think I got one pickup. Yes, I did. But also, I also use social media very actively, very actively. Facebook, Twitter. Oh God, Instagram. And
TikTok.
yeah, and I just I just push. And I just I've been really,
It's the only way to do it,
I've been very
Doris.
pushy about it. Okay. And I also did, I did 2 blog tours, and I might do another one coming up. And I'm also going to do a giveaway, a Goodreads giveaway, like
It's a good
probably
idea. Everything is a good
February,
idea.
March. I mean,
And
just,
let's face
yeah.
it, if you have to be. I know that Jews are not known for being pushy, but
Not at all.
I've been pushy.
Not at all.
you have to be, Ira. So Moshe, Iris, Moshe, you're obviously you're easing back a little bit, but certainly staying very busy with all the
Yes, of course.
that you're doing. So your hope for 2024 would be?
That I can complete some of my projects that have been long-standing, that I have had in mind, and I've been pushing forward little by little. I want to complete a few things. That is what I realized, I think, just yesterday, and or even this morning. and I really am. How determined I am will be seen in starting tomorrow. But this is what I plan to do.
And Iris,
Incidentally, Dave, I think your microphone is a little low.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, your microphone could come up a little bit because I hear Iris like gangbusters, and I think you hear me well. But Dave, your mic could be a little bit up in your mic
That's a little
settings.
soft.
I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that except talk even louder than I normally do, which is
It's a bit better. Well, it's okay. It's all right.
Well, I'm gonna let you go, Moish. So it's
Okay.
so good to see you. Happy. I know you're in Canada. They don't really have real holidays there, but
No, nothing like that. We skip New Year, we just stick to the polar bear swim. That's it.
very good.
Nice meeting you, Iris.
Nice meeting you.
Dave,
Happy
thanks
New
for
Year.
having me. You take care of yourself. Sein gesund, huh?
I guess to you too, man. Happy
Bye-bye.
2024. Bye-bye. And Iris, I'm going to let you go too as we cycle in some new folks into the neighborhood. But congratulations on the book. Congratulations on all the writing. And everything else is going pretty well, besides your name being stolen. But everything else is good.
Yeah, it's going okay, It's I'm hoping that I mean for this year, I'm hoping for a continuation even more than from 2023, but I'm also hoping to survive this year because it's going to be a very challenging year for all of us, the presidential election year.
Yeah, that's for sure. And
I hope,
everything else that's going along with it. So
yes.
let's all meet the challenges that are ahead of us. Iris, I'm going to let you go so we can talk to Judy Mark, who's joining us in the neighborhood. Iris, happy 2024.
Happy 2024.
You too. Bye-bye
Okay,
now.
bye-bye.
All righty. Well, we are, by the way, doing the Dave's Gone By annual New Year special, and we have with us Judy Mark, who is, she's not performing right at the moment in New York, but you're going to be back at Don't Tell Mama in March. And aren't you? I think I have you down.
Oh, March. It's way past that.
In March 24. Aren't you coming
Oh,
back?
oh, I know. Right now I'm in Florida and I'm performing here, and I'll be back at the end of the winter, and then I'll have some new dates.
Right. Oh, I thought you already had some dates set for New York in March. I could be wrong about that.
Yes, that was last March. Yes, March.
Oh, update your website. All right. Or
Here,
don't tell
no,
Mama.
it's you have, this is it. This is
Okay,
my-
it's blurry.
my
I can't
card.
really read the
No. But that's fine. But I did 4 shows in New York, and then I skedaddled out of New York and came down to Florida.
Well, how is Florida? I mean, New Yorkers all make fun of Florida because of the politics down there. But what do you like Florida? Is it great?
Well, I like the weather. Okay, that's the primary reason I came down here. Secondary reason was I felt that my shows would work here, actually, in the condominiums, because of the material that I've chosen. I have 5 one-woman shows, and I really thought that they would like it. And the people who've seen my shows really enjoy it. But it's a locked up kind of situation. If you don't have a really good agent, I'm saying really good. If you don't have an agent that will promote you, you're on your own, and that's extremely difficult.
So, but you're doing it. You're making it happen. What are a couple of the shows that you are doing? Like, describe, please. What shows are people seeing right now in Florida from you?
Well, right now, I just got down here 2 weeks ago, so I'm working. I was hired to do a residence show, so I'm choreographing and staging a residence show, an original an idea I came up with, and then I will be doing my latest one-woman show in March at in Century Village in a private event. Merely Marvelous, the songs of Gwen Verdon. That's the one that I've been pushing. I've been performing that like 6 times already in New York, and it's gotten really great reviews. I'm really proud of it.
No, mazel tov. I mean, that's terrific. But you're working on 3. How do you keep 5 shows in your head, in your vocabulary, at the same time?
Well, I don't do one this night and one that night and one, I don't work like that. I'm working on Merely Marvelous, the songs of Gwen Verdon. And that's the one that I rehearse on a day-to-day basis. But if I have something else that I have to do, like this residence show I'm putting together, directing actually, I have to sing other songs, which I know from my repertoire.
Well, what is this piece about? The one that you're directing and also appearing in, the residence show.
Okay. Well, I don't want to
Oh,
say too much about it publicly, but it's about their community. It's issues within their community, and that's about all I really want to
sure,
reveal.
sure, got it. So it's basically skin cancer and conservative. No,
No, no, it's not quite like that. It's a little deeper than that.
okay. So how long are you going to be like what do they call the birds who
Snowbird.
go to Florida and come back to New York in March and April? Is that the deal? The what do they call snowbirds?
I tell you, if I got an opportunity to do something special in New York, I would be on the next plane, and then I would come back. It's really not that far. It's only 3 hours.
And that's if you're running. But no, it's just I'm going to bring in because she if I don't bring her
Oh,
in, we'll
Leslie?
probably lose her. We have
Leslie.
coming on to the probably someone I'm sure you probably know, Leslie Hoban Blake, who
No,
has
I
been an
don't.
actress for years
Know.
and
I don't know
you know her.
Leslie.
You know
Yeah,
her. So let's just hope her phone works and her computer works and we can get her on the program.
yeah. I had a problem. That's why I'm late. I'm not normally late. I was sending you messages left and right, but I don't think you got them.
Yeah, a couple of my relatives couldn't get on the thing, but I think they were trying to get on a phone as opposed to a computer. I don't know why.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the issue. My issue. You'll read it later.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. But
Oh.
we're thrilled to have you. That's Judy Mark
Yes,
joining us
yes.
along with Leslie Hoban Blake. Happy New Year! Almost.
Happy
New Year.
New Year.
Thank you, Leslie.
So
I'm having my little sip early.
aren't
It
we
makes
all?
two of us.
So
Cheers.
Leslie, did you have a decent
Oh,
year?
Leslie,
Oh, sorry.
Esther's calling.
You're not serious asking me that question, are you?
Now, guys, yeah. So, well, no. Aside from the world,
No. All right, here's the deal. My year lasted 5 months because the rest of the year I was flat on my back sick. So I didn't have that. I had 7 months of nothing. And then I had 5 months. And then it's like, wait, it's too soon. It can't be the end of the year. So I'm fine, I'm great. I'm
I'd be
happy that I'm
that the good 5 months were the latter ones, and you're
exactly.
Yeah.
Couldn't be a better thought. Absolutely.
Leslie, you co-host a show called Two on the Aisle with our
We
mutual
do.
friend Charlie Gross, who should be calling in, dialing in a bit later
Okay.
on this program. What was like the best one or two shows that you saw on or off, or even off Broadway?
I have an interesting thing to tell you, and then I will tell you the shows.
Sure.
I found that I enjoyed myself more off Broadway this year than on Broadway.
Okay.
In total, certainly I enjoyed certain Broadway shows like Spamalot, and I'm not going back to the beginning of the year. I'm only picking up from June or July when I started to see anything. But my favorite shows were off Broadway. My very favorite show, my very favorite non-musical was a play called Wet Brain. And I'm very sorry I don't have the necessary the names in front of me because I was very busy trying to get on here, so I don't have what I should have. But it was at Playwrights Horizons, and it was brilliant, and the direction was outstanding. It's about it's a dysfunctional family play that takes place in the South and has to do in the Southwest, excuse me, in the Southwest, and has to do with aliens and drunks and dead people and
yeah,
I heard it was going to move to Broadway. I hope so. I'm not sure how they're going to do the trick, but if they do it, it's going to be brilliant.
I will say that most of my wet dreams involve aliens and drunks. So
it's called Wet Brain, not Wet Dream. But okay, there you go.
No, let me ask you, Judy, did you?
We know where your brain is. We know your brain is always there. Hello, Joyce. Happy New Year.
She's fielding a call from my aunt on the phone, so we'll be talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will wish her Happy New Year for me. Okay, my second.
Judy, hold on. Let me ask Judy. Judy, did you see any theater this year? Did you go to any Broadway or off-Broadway shows in Shore Theater, or any Florida shows, come to think of it.
I've saw some Broadway shows, and please don't ask me to repeat. You always the trivia part is like not my thing. Some Like It Hot. I saw that.
Oh,
That closed last night. Did you know that? Did it close last night?
yeah, it just finished its run at the end of the year.
Isn't that sad that it couldn't even make it through the year?
Yeah,
Or that it made it through the year, but not into the new year?
yeah. I'm surprised.
I know.
Did Shuck close also, or is Shuck still running? Because
Duck is still running.
so they're making a go.
There you go. That
Yeah.
tells you everything.
But well, anyway, Julie, I'm going to let you go because we're going to cycle through some other
Sure.
folks.
I'm so sorry I'm late, but I really did have a problem, and you'll read about it later. Thank you for accepting.
No,
that.
we're thrilled that you could make it. We want to tell everybody, if you're in Florida, go see Judy Mark in one of her shows. Are you in Boca Raton, or where are you? I mean,
Well, I'm in Delray Beach, but I'll be back to New York in the spring.
My sister lives down there.
In Delray?
Yeah.
Oh,
But don't ask me any more than that. I can't come up
Oh.
with anything more than that. Her name is Susan Stein. If you ever know a Susan and Marty Stein, that's my sister.
I don't know.
anyway, Judy, happy New Year to you. Thank you so much for
Happy
being
New
with us
Year.
in the
Okay.
neighborhood.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye now.
Bye-bye. And Leslie, so you were going to say, was there another?
David, I won't write about my being late. I won't even, it's such a boring story. I won't even go there. All right. Anyway, so my
Leslie,
second,
you're
my,
not that
my,
late for you. Yeah,
I have two off-Broadway shows that tie for my favorite.
sure.
I mean, two other off-Broadway. One is a comedy and one is a musical. The musical was the revival of I Can Get It For You Wholesale. 60-year-old play, starred Barbara Streisand originally. I cannot imagine that it was a better production than the CSC people put on downtown. And I don't know if it can move because we sat in an arena setting and it was staged for an arena setting. I don't know if they could make the theater look like that. That would be fine. I could
Well,
maybe
what about
take,
Circle in the Square?
yeah, Circle in the Square would be fabulous. That's exactly the kind of space that it needs. Because of the way it was set, but that's part of what I loved about it. The staging was, and just it was truly magnificent and very much I think underrated when it was seen. Looking back, it's the '60s. Looking back at Arthur Miller and Clifford Odets, in terms of the family in the Bronx who have to. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got-
sorry. Is she still on the phone? Hold on.
No, Bonnie and Esther, you can call them back whenever.
Great. Okay.
I got Bonnie.
Hi, Joyce.
Hey, how you doing, Les?
I'm doing well. Happy New Year, dear.
Les, did the postman bring you anything from us?
The postman.
Yeah, we
My
sent you a
doctor
little
sent me a
something.
lovely gift. I have to send it back.
No, actually, we did send you a little something that apparently the postman has not.
Oh
gotten
no!
to you
Oh,
yet.
I'm so sorry. No, I did not receive anything from you guys.
Of course not. There's something about your mail.
My mail thing and yours, I don't understand. I have one more show to mention, and then you can let me go if you want to. So I Can Get It For You Wholesale. Just terrific. All the players, the new Miss Marmalstein, whose name I can't remember. Fontana.
Santino Fontana.
Santina Fontana playing the lead role, and Charlie made an interesting comment that it was like what makes Sammy run in the garment district, and that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But it's also the family, and the whole agenda of the family is very much out of Clifford Odets and Arthur Miller. Trying to keep the family together and rising up the next level and what jobs Jews could have, etc. So much to that play that, and I didn't know because I never saw it originally, so I just thought it was a happy musical, and it's anything but. That's number one. And the other one was Dracula, which was off Broadway at New World Stages.
Wait, the spooky Dracula. Wait, the real Dracula or the fake, the funny Dracula?
You spoke with the real Dracula? How old are you? You told me you were, I have pictures of us years ago. Anyway, no, the comic Dracula, the one with Arnie Burton and my old friend Bob Arry, and it's Rocky Horror Show meets Dracula. That's what it is. No, actually, it's Rocky Horror Show meets Theater of the Ridiculous. Everybody, all the women dress as men, all the men dress as women. It's very well done. A lot of running around, a lot of coming in out of windows and things. And then the Dracula is a hunk. not unlike the way the hunk was in Rocky Horror Show. Not unlike Dr. Frankenfurter was a hunk, or the guy with the monster was a hunk.
Or when Frank Langella played Dracula way back, way
Yes, but
back.
that's very different because they played it straight, and this is very campy. This is totally camp. But I just had the best time. I was falling out of my chair. It was so funny.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's closed
that
also.
came out of nowhere. I said, oh my God, a spoopy Dracula. And suddenly, like, people were like, no, it's really funny. So
It was really funny and very well directed and right on the money. And you know, I kept thinking of Everett Quinton and Charles Ludlam. That's what I thought of a lot.
nice.
So, you know, that's the highest compliment I can pay. So is that my time? Am I done?
I guess your time, but boy, the highest compliment I can pay is what a joy it is to have Leslie
Oh.
Hogan Blake back in the DAVERHOOD. She often plays our Today Yesterday quiz, of which we've had very few the last few weeks because I just haven't had time to put them together. But we will have some in
Okay.
2024, and I hope.
Well, let me know if you want me to write any questions. I mean, I'm happy to
Yes.
do them.
Yes.
That was,
If you do the work, Leslie.
yeah, sure. Thank you. Bang, bang. Remind me not to do that again. Okay.
Leslie, have a wonderful New Year, Leslie.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that also, and I'm trying very hard to just, I don't know, with the wars going on everywhere and the possibility of Trump. I know he's going to be the nominee, but actually getting elected, I can't think about it anymore. It just makes me sad, and I want to cry all the time. So I'm trying to think of like Dracula, the funny one, and watching Anderson Cooper and his boyfriend. That's not his boyfriend. Anderson Cooper and the other guy, Andy, whatever his name is.
Who's going to bring back the
No,
quiz?
the quiz that we used to do with Leslie for.
Oh, is your apartment doing that? That's not happening anymore. Because this
What?
whole Today Yesterday quiz idea, I think that, no, it didn't come out of that. We were doing that before COVID, actually. But remember, your building had trivia.
Right. I'm gonna ask my building people if they're interested in doing that. It's a whole new. The people doing that are new now. They're the people running the what do you call it? The amenities. And I don't really know who they are. I'll have to give them a buzz because I'm paying them, so I might as well at least have the right to ask them a question.
Exactly.
I'll find out if they're interested. Good call, Joyce. Very good call.
Well, it's been a great call from Leslie Hoban. Like, watch her and Charlie Gross in their show, Two on the Aisle. You can watch entire episodes on YouTube as well as
Yes.
excerpts from it. Thank you, Leslie.
What is she dropping?
We're playing you off. It's the
A
outro.
little too soon. It's a little too soon for that. Happy New Year, guys. A good year.
You too, Leslie. Have a great
Bye-bye.
day. Bye-bye. Leslie Hoban, like, why don't we get my relatives on the phone because we have a little bit of a.
Bonnie's having a party over there, so you gotta call. I'm gonna call Bonnie, and then you call Esther.
Right. Well, this isn't letting me.
Oh shoot! I called Esther first. Let me hang
Fine,
up.
it don't matter. It doesn't matter. But we want to get some of my relatives on the phone. I actually remind me, I've also pre-taped a couple of short pieces. But this is going to be. I hope. Thank you, by the way, for getting that up.
Hi, David.
Hello.
Bonnie.
And Bonnie, we're on the air on the Dave's Gone By DAVERHOOD New Year special. Happy almost New Year to you. How you doing?
I'm very close to New Year's. I'm surprised that we're still up in here.
At our age, right? At our advanced years, Bon. So, Bonnie is my late father's sister. Or, I guess that's how you would put
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
She's
And
my aunt.
His aunt on his father's side.
Right, that's the way.
Your paternal aunt.
My paternal aunt.
Paternal aunt. Right.
So how
Anyway.
was? I'm sorry.
My friends say hello.
Bonnie, I'm surprised you all aren't on a cruise going somewhere.
Well,
No, we haven't gone on a cruise this year. The world situation.
Oh yeah.
He means this year. We went
Last year.
It was. I know, but it was this school year, not last school year. Yeah, the world situation does not warrant me wanting to get on a plane and go out of the country.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So you don't have any even travel plans for 24 at all. So.
In my heart, I'm nervous.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, not comfortable. Anyway, I just wanted to wish you a healthy, happy New Year, peace for all of us, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. We're hoping to see you in early in the new year, at least for momentarily, but we're not sure. But anyway, so and by the way, you want to give a shout out to your kids and your grandkids? You could kind of do that if you want to.
Of course. My love to all my children and grandchildren. But I don't know where anybody is at this particular moment. Somebody might be fast asleep in their beds.
It's like it's after 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids and grandkids
They
are?
grow up, they move away, they don't write, they don't call.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely. Except my good kids do call and they do write and they do come. So I'm not complaining.
Well, I'm not complaining. Talking to my wonderful aunt,
Yeah.
Bonnie, love you, happy and healthy.
I love you. Okay, happy, healthy. Joy to your
Yes.
parents also.
Thank you, Bonnie, to all of your families and your friends too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk to you
Okay,
soon.
I'll speak to you soon.
You got it. Talk to you in the new year. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
And also on the phone joining us, I can't hold calls here. I got an error message, but I'm hoping that this one will come through. Hello?
David?
Good evening, Auntie Essie. This is my Aunt Esther. How you doing, Auntie Essie?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Don't tell me I'm on the radio, please.
You're on the radio.
Yes, well, no, you're not actually on the radio. You're on a video podcast live on Facebook. So millions of people are listening to your voice right now. Say something brilliant.
I can't think of anything.
Just say Happy New Year, Esther. Wish everyone a Happy New
Wait a
Year.
minute. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
This is my family, folks. But this is my maternal
Yes,
aunt.
that's your maternal aunt.
This
Very
is my
good.
mom's sister.
Very good.
And so, did you have? I mean, you had a surprisingly okay year. I mean, you had a move. You moved from your house in with your
When she
kids.
recovered from a lot of surgery and
Yeah.
bad stuff, Esther did well.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm fine. I'm talking to you, so I'm okay.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Thank God, Esther. Yeah.
And you want to give a New Year's shout out to your kids and
They're all watching
Right.
TV in the next room.
yeah, right, basically.
And now they're watching something on TV. I went into the kitchen, so I shouldn't disturb them.
Oh, God forbid they should be listening to my show. God forbid they should tune into a family member who's been doing this program for 21 years. No, it's more important to watch Flava Flav and Justin Timberlake's Dead Dick Clark Rockin' Eve.
David, don't get a heart attack, okay? It's not worth it.
This is my aunt.
That was the best line of the night, Esther.
Yeah.
David, don't get a heart
Don't get a
attack.
heart attack there. I will try not to, Auntie
Thank
Esther.
God, yes.
Yeah, because I don't think I can go and visit you in the hospital.
No,
No.
we do not want him to have a heart attack. That would not be good.
Well, I hope you have a good.
Your heart is full with love.
Yes, and cholesterol, but love as well.
I hear it palpitating.
Oh well. We're talking with my Aunt Esther. Esther, you actually sound really, really great, which was great to hear from you.
Thank you.
Happy and healthy 2024 to you, all good things.
Yes, and don't say that a number of years, but wish Esther a belated birthday.
A most happy
Yes.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Auntie Esther. Happy birthday to you. Times
Thank you.
97.
Yeah, by the way, you used to
Yes.
I used to sing it over and over as many times as the years. Yeah.
Esther, if he did that, he would need oxygen now because he can't sing that much.
That's right. My COPD will kick
And
in.
after the third happy birthday, it's all downhill.
Then let him text it.
Yeah. Right.
David, you can't get away from it. There's texting now, and there are typewriters. You remember typewriters, don't you?
I do remember. I remember I had an electronic typewriter,
Wow.
a regular
I
typewriter.
had a word processor.
Yeah, I
Got me
did.
through my undergrad, yeah.
You're bringing back memories.
I know. And my dad had a steno machine. He worked for the courts, as you well know.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Oh my goodness, yeah.
so Esther, I've got to bring on the next guest in the neighborhood, but I want to wish you and the family, Bobby and Deborah and Joey and Alex, a most happy and healthy New Year. Good things, please, in 2024.
Thank you, and I miss you guys. I wish we could get together sometime.
Well, start walking. You'll be in Maryland in a couple of weeks. Yeah, there
Tell
you
the kids there's a fire museum near us.
I can't walk that far.
go. Which is why we intentionally moved this far away. I'm just kidding. Love you, Auntie Esther.
You too.
Have a great New Year.
You too. Happy New Year, healthy, and I hope we keep in touch.
Likewise. Love you.
Love you, guys.
Night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. My Aunt Esther, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Daverhood New Year, where it is time. Let me remind you, I'm Dave Lefkowitz. That's my darling and adorable wife, Joyce. We're having guest after guest cycle through, sharing and enjoying New Year's fun with us. We have, later in the show, we've got Rabbi Sal Solomon coming up with a rabbinical reflection.
We should have, what happened to Steve the Whistler?
I don't know where he is. Charlie's in the wings.
Who's the one I texted him.
Oh, so I'm not sure.
I said, just call in this number if you can.
Yeah.
But you should check your Facebook because they've been writing on Facebook, I think.
Yeah, which is kind of hard because if I put up Facebook, I think I get echo or something. I don't know.
Okay. No.
But I'm gonna try. Anyway, but meanwhile,
Facebook on your phone. I'll get it on your phone. Where's your phone?
My phone is here. Yeah, if anybody's trying to call in, that'd be great.
Well, I got Bonnie and Esther because Bonnie said she just didn't mind doing that. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I'll see if anybody's trying to reach me. But
on your phone.
Right now, let's get to the guest who's been waiting patiently in the room. We just a few minutes ago said hello to my good pal. And by the way, can I have my sheet back? I need my second page.
Just type in your password.
For which? I don't even know it. Oh! I see. I'm feeding back on Facebook. I can't log up.
Okay.
I
So just
can't
type
do
in
that.
your Facebook on your phone, and I can text it for you.
I think we just got a message from. I thought I sent it. All right, hold on. Charlie, I'm going to be with you in just a moment.
Okay.
I was sure I sent it to her, but I need to send Eva the link. So I'm going to do that because Eva Heinemann is going to do this in a bit.
Oh boy, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Eva's one of my favorites.
Is that Charlie?
It is. Hey, that you, Evie? How you doing? Good to see you.
How are you and all your mishpucha?
Oh, thank God we're well. We're well. I am at a very exclusive party. Hold on. We're doing karaoke here. This is invitation only black tie.
Whoa.
At the Marcus home in Teaneck, New Jersey. Dave Lefkowitz, say hello.
Oh my God.
Hello, everybody.
Going on here. There you go.
Now this is a party.
Okay.
What is this? What are you doing? That person behind you is like, I'm hoping it's not something filthy.
We are doing karaoke. We are doing Muzak karaoke. See, my friend here, Mark, he's got a whole tablet load of Muzak versions of songs, and the lyrics flash on the screen, and we are attempting to sing them.
So what song did you do, Charlie?
Any Broadway?
Yeah.
Well, I actually did with my friend Bruce. Where's my friend Bruce? Yeah, my friend Bruce over here. Hold on. There he is.
Hello, Bruce.
We did, and we actually did this with a guitar, so we did this with live music. Hold on. Margie's here. Hi.
Oh, Margie. Oh, my God. I haven't seen you in 100 million. How you doing?
How you?
Now, Margie's a doctor. You married, Charlie, you married a Jewish doctor, and you married a Jewish critic, which is kind of... How are you, Margie?
That's me. Yes, what's how you are?
Oh, I'm good. I'm very
I'm going to come here where it's a little quieter.
Yeah.
It's very
What's going on over there?
That's why I've got the
It's really a
earphones.
party. Margie, so good to see you. I was at their wedding. I was actually at Charlie and Margie's wedding.
That's right.
And some of these people were too.
Yes.
That's quite wonderful. So guys, what is the secret to a long and happy marriage?
Karaoke.
Oh, it's very simple. We go out twice a week, little dinner. I'm a theater critic, so we go to the theater, and just very nice, quiet, low key. Margie goes on Tuesday, I go on Thursday.
Thank you. Shecky Green died today. He died for that joke. So, but thank. So, Charlie, what was the best thing? Because these are obviously awful times in certain ways. But what was like the best thing that happened to you in 2023?
Oh, well, I started a new job with the government, a new day job. So that was actually in 2022, but it seemed to have worked out. I'm still there, so that's something.
Mazel tov,
Yes.
Theater
is back. I mean, it's not so long ago. I was going to the theater, and like every performance I saw, there would be a stand-in for one of the principal actors. And, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been a theater critic for close to 40 years. And generally, if a cast member was out, they'd say, come to a different performance. But here, it was almost routine. And and we'd walk into the theater, and everybody would just cheer the fact that the theaters were opened. So even if you're seeing a show like Diana the Musical, you didn't care because we were back in a live theater.
So let me ask you, Charlie, what was the best, one or two of the best shows you did see this particular year?
I saw some very good shows. Two that stick in my mind was called the Coast Starlight at Lincoln Center. And this was a fascinating play about a group of people. I think they're just taking a train from the West Coast from California and how their lives interact. But it's more than that. It's like it time travels. So one minute we're seeing their story here, then we're told what happens in the future. And it just goes back and forth, shifting like that. And, something like that can be very confusing, but it was just so solidly done that you could actually stay with it. It was really very, very impressive.
Oh, yay.
Musically, we had some good musicals this year. We had Back to the Future, which despite a score that I frankly found disappointing, although fortunately you have songs like Johnny Be Good and Power of Love are also in the song, was wonderfully staged and really captured the spirit and the humor of the movie it's based on. And then a revival of Spamalot, which certainly production-wise I think is superior to the original because we've come such a long way in theater animation and live projections that the cartoons, Monty Python, was very famous for their cartoons. They could add that to it, but it's a really wonderful cast and a very solid production. And I had a lot of fun. Before Book of Mormon, before Something Rotten, they were spoofing Broadway musicals. In fact, Gerald Alexandria for been in Broadway cried foul. But it's just so much fun that you'll enjoy it, even if you're not a Monty Python fan.
Wow.
So those are two that hang.
Before I let you get back to the party, Charlie,
yes.
Is there a show that you're particularly looking forward to seeing in 24 on a roll?
Well, there is a new revival of Cabaret that I'm heard rethinks the show. So I'm very curious. We saw the revival with Alan Cumming, and I thought that was a great reboot of it.
Game changer. Yeah.
So and supposedly this show changes the game again. I'll believe it when I see it, but I want to see it. Also, the Wiz is coming back to Broadway, and so this is the first time. I think there was the original production. There was a brief revival with Stephanie Mills reprising Dorothy. I think this is the first time they've done it since then, and this is going to be a full-fledged revival, not quite the bus and truck tour that the last one was. That's my understanding. So those are two shows that I'm looking forward to seeing and rediscovering.
Well, Charlie Gross, we always love rediscovering you in the neighborhood. It's a shame that we can generally forget you on the show.
Yes.
We air live on Saturday mornings, and you are modern.
Yes, Sabbath observant. Yes.
Observant Jew, but we're happy to observe you on times that you can join us. And wish you and Margie, and hey, how are your kids doing?
Well, thank God they're well. They're well. My oldest, Sarah, she's working at the Presbyterian Hospital, and my younger daughter, she graduated from Rutgers, So thank God. Thank God.
As we would say, Mazel Miklik, congratulations.
Amen.
All
Amen.
good things and health and good things.
Thank you.
Charlie Gross. And by the way, everybody go to it's CD Gross. What is the YouTube channel where people can watch it?
Just type in Charles Gross or Two on the Aisle, and you'll get my theater reviews. We're doing some 1-minute reviews now, which are on YouTube and on TikTok. Plus Two on the Aisle with my longtime co-host Leslie Hoban Blake. So you can have the long and the short of it. You want the detailed reviews, we'll give those to you together. You want something fast, you have the what I call my Critics Corner, and we'll give you a review in 2 minutes or less. So it's an exciting season coming up on Broadway. Hope to see you on the Great White Way, David.
From your mouth.
Yes.
And if anybody has God's ear, it's you, Charlie Gross. So thank you, man. Happy and healthy, and we'll see you soon.
You too. Okay. Bye-bye, Dave.
Bye-bye. Go sing some karaoke. All righty. Okay, we have a momentary breather.
Everybody called in except Stephen the Whistler Herbs. I put Stephen's PH, but maybe that's why I wrote him.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure why he hasn't. Maybe he's been having some issues logging in, and we're also waiting for.
Name wrong. I spelled PH.
Oh no. Either way. As long as we're still waiting for our. Well, you know what? I'm going to let Ronald in because Ronald's been waiting. He was logged on like a half hour before we started.
God bless Ronald. She's a good man.
And he paints beautiful rocks, ladies and gentlemen. He sent me one.
Where's Ronald though? Oh, wow. Good Ronald. Look.
Yeah, we're going to get him on a couple minutes early if he's ready, which I hope that he is.
Well, we jumped ahead so much.
Yeah.
Wow.
I checked my face. I guess I should keep checking my Facebook.
The problem is I have to download. Can I download Messenger on your phone to get your messages?
I'll check them here because I don't want to start putting apps on my phone that I can't deal with. I would say I'm getting some messages here. So who are they from? La da 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 da.
The only people we were missing are Robert Viagas and Steve the Whistler Herbst.
Yeah, I'm. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. Oh, we haven't had time for Bunion Watch. We haven't had time.
Rabbi or the death call, the death toll.
Yeah, we got to do that, and also pre-recording. I've got Ozer.
Ozer's at the
end.
I
put him at towards the end. So yeah.
So we have him.
And then Stephen, my friend Stephen, is trying. It's just impossibly loud where he is. He's at the Billy Joel concert in New York. As he's trying to get on. If he gets home soon enough, he'll call in, which is great. But I'm waiting for.
It had to be a big shot.
So Ronald should be. I've allowed him in, and I'm just waiting for him to come on and do his thing. He's not supposed to be on for 2 more minutes. So while we're here, maybe we'll do a very, very fast Bunion Watch.
I don't think that there's time for that.
There's no time for Bunion?
No, it's more involved. You got to lower the thing. And
no, I can't do that today.
I want to take your shoe off, so that's a lot of work.
Oh dear.
You can stick it through the hole in your sock.
Well, let me thank my darling, adorable wife Joyce for helping me out on the show, and also let me remind you, if our regular program airs Saturday mornings from 9 until noonish or thereabouts on this Facebook page, and then we archive all our programs at davesgoneby.com. Dave's Gone By, name of the show, .com. And we've spent, past couple of months really trying to improve the quality of the videos up there. So we've done that. We've worked it out with the host, our server for the website. And so we've had low quality videos for the past 2 or 3 years. Now, pretty much every week, the videos are back up to where they should be in terms of audio and video quality.
I'm going to send her the link.
Who's this?
Eva.
Oh, yeah.
I can do that. You have a link for send somebody else. I'm just going to copy it.
Yeah, please do. Anyway, but I'm not sure where Ronald probably is just.
Oh, whoops.
He's been waiting this whole time. Ronald, where are you? But anyway, davesgoneby.com, also archive.org. We have a channel there, the Dave's Gone By channel at archive.org. It's a nonprofit website, and we're very, very proud to have all our stuff there, all our shows in high quality, as well as all our interviews are there separately too. So just go to Dave's Gone By channel, you can find it there. And castbox.fm, which is where you can.
I sent her the same link.
Oh, wow. Oh yeah, I think she's well, when is she supposed to log on? We got her.
Eva's coming on at 11:35.
So I'm trying to, who this would be. We got somebody trying to log on, and I don't know its initials. ASG.
It could be Robert.
It might be. So that's what I'm wondering.
What's his wife's name? I think isn't it Ann?
Might
I don't know. I can't remember.
Not sure. Yikes. Anyway, those are all the ways to catch up with Dave's Gone By. If this is the first episode you're watching of the show, and you have no idea what the hell this is, it's kind of this, but it's morphed over 20 years.
You're also dressed very fancy today too. You're looking like it. I'm going to see if she wrote back.
So go watch the old shows at davesgoneby.com. I think, again, people are trying to log in by phone or something, or having an issue because, I'm trying to get them on, and so, a little bit quiet here, yeah.
They have to have Zoom downloaded on their phone.
Yeah, Ronald is saying he's having problems trying to get in. But Ronald is generally, I think, on computer.
I would tell him just log out and log in again. That's sometimes the best way to do it if he gets caught up in, whatever.
So we're just, some things have worked out perfectly on the show, some things not. It's classic.
I just don't know what you have a password. And if they don't download Zoom, they have to download Zoom. You don't have it on your phone. I can click it on my phone, but I have Zoom downloaded.
I'm just waiting for where. I'm just going to make a little bit of a. Oh, hold on. He's going to try. Let's try and get him on now. And I feel so bad because literally Ronald Rand has been trying to, set up, and he was here at like 9:30 before even.
He's a good man. He's a good man. It's hard to find a good man. You can't keep a good man down. He'll find a way.
I'm hoping.
If anybody can fight the interwebs, it's him.
And he's been on the show several times, so
yeah,
it's the same link.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, as it were.
I just sent it to Eva.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's no
And I also want to write to him and see what's going on with his thing. Okay, so that's all I can really do is just text some people and Anyway,
you can. There's the things you didn't do are Rabbinical Reflection, Farewells, and Bunion Watch and Ozer later.
Right. Oh well, we moved Bunion Watch. Yeah, Bunion Watch was supposed to be a while ago.
No, Bunion Watch is 11:45. The only thing you missed was Sal and the Farewells. Those are the things we didn't do.
All right. Those can be pushed till after the midnight. We are about 40, not quite 40 minutes away from our dropping of the lit pointy ball that we have. But we will have a countdown at midnight. We will deprive you of that. We're not going to suddenly let the new year pass and suddenly it's 12:07 and you're like, oh my God, I missed it. We won't do that. We will have a proper countdown. But unfortunately, we're having some improper tech stuff either on our side or on their side, and not being able to get in. Folks have been waiting patiently to come on in. So this is kind of irritating. I can't stop my show, and there's really not anything.
I can download your messenger and see.
Yeah. Because some people are able to get on, so it's not an issue of.
Do you want me to download Messenger on here? I could.
Yeah, go ahead. So.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me get the Facebook. Your Facebook is the one you gave me is the Hovo name, right?
Yeah, it should be. Yes. Anyway, maybe we can just talk to Ronald if we can't see him. Yeah. Ronald, can you hear me?
No, he won't be able to.
Yeah. All right. Let me also tell you, you can write to me at davesgoneby@aol.com. Davesgoneby and yes, we still have an AOL account.
And we can uninstall Messenger once the.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. You can also catch me on Twitter, which is Radio Dave 2, Radio Dave the number 2, as well as Instagram, which is more my name. It's david.lefkowitz. Lots of ways to keep in touch and enjoy the show. And don't forget, there's also one more website I will tell you about, which is for my writing, for my interviews that I've done, plays, songs that I've written, a concatenation of my written work, which you can find at davelefkowitz.org, davelefkowitz.org. So yeah, there's stuff that I've had published or non-published, trying to just gather hundreds and hundreds of pieces of writing from my 40-something years as a writing creative person of sorts. So yeah, check it out, davelefkowitz.org. Now we're trying to let Ronald in one more time. We're hoping that this will work.
Maybe I'll try this, might help here.
Worst comes to worst, I might just send him my phone number and have him call me. I probably should have done bunion
All right, there you are. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
I know. I think I'm going to close my Facebook is closed. So
yes, let me close mine a second. Sorry. Oh, can you? Let's see.
You're at the Grand Canyon. There we go.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm in two different places. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, how's that?
You got it. Hello, Ronald. I'm so glad you were able. I was saying how ironic that it was that you were the first to log on and check your computer and check their connection a half hour or so before the show even started. And then when it's time to come on, and it's like suddenly it's like, ah! How you doing, man?
Well, I can't believe it. I'm so grateful to see you. Thank you so much for having me on. Happy New Year. It's a great, yeah. It's going to be a great year. There's no question.
Questioning a lot of people's minds of whether it's going to be a great year coming up. Why do you think it's going to be such a terrific year?
Well, I just think that it's a time for rebirth, creation, renewal. And I've been very blessed because as it turns out, I'm very so close to getting my 4th Fulbright through the State Department and through the Fulbright program because the University of Patras in Greece wants me to come for 6 weeks to be a Fulbright Specialist Scholar to teach their students in the Peloponnesian Islands at the university and to perform my show in March and April. So it's a great way to reach out again and create new bridges of communication and to share my love and passion for theater and for art and for the art of transformation.
Wait, what was it? Joyce had a question.
Well, I have a couple of friends who are Fulbrights, but how many Fulbrights have you done, Ronald?
Well, this would be my 4th Fulbright.
I thought you could only get one. It never occurred to me.
What do you call that? It's like a Tony and Emmy.
It's an overflowing bright.
Yeah.
It's you know.
It's a twofold.
Well, I've been very blessed. I've been to Uruguay, to Bosnia and Herzegovina for 6 weeks, and Malaysia for 6 weeks to teach and perform. And now it's been extraordinary. So to be able to go out there through the State Department and share what it's all about, passion for living life to the fullest, and to share Harold Clurman and his great ideas, and to share American theater and to create this bridge of mutual understanding, especially at this time. We really need to reach out and share our open hearts. That's what it's about.
Wow. Well, you share your open heart with us through your performances, as well as you had, so the book is about a year or two old, but remind people about solo transformation on stage.
Yeah, this is the book. Solo Transformation on Stage. It just came out, and it's about the art of transformation and creating your own solo performance, but also it's about everyone who wants to tell their stories, because it's all about storytelling. And I've been blessed to be able to come out with this new book. And on top of it, my second book, Create, and also my first book, Acting Teachers of America. But then I've also been continuing with my newspaper, The Soul of the American Actor, which is at soulamericanactor.com. And so it's been a great blessing. And on top of it, I'm in the midst of rewrites for my film, a screenplay about the story of the group theater called Group Paradise, and also my opera. I wrote
What's happening with that? The Ibsen. Well, yeah, no.
Yes, I wrote the libretto for the first opera ever written about Henrik Ibsen, and right now it's under consideration in 2 places in Europe. So we're keeping our fingers crossed.
You should just ask the Fulbright people to do it.
What do you do? What, do you sleep at all? Do you actually sleep?
Well, no. I think of every night as New Year's Eve, and I'm up all night long. No, of course, I have to grab a few winks of sleep. But, it's just amazing because there's so much to share. And I'm in the midst of writing another new play as well. So that's also happening, too.
So, yeah, I mean, you are a classic New York creative person. You're just always doing, and you have to keep the irons in the fire, as they say. So when you're not working on the opera, you're working on this. When you're not working on the screenplay, you've got to go act in Greece. And when you're not acting in Greece, you act in Cornwall. So it's basically, that's.
Well, I'm trying to emulate you, Dave. That's what it is. Because you're so extraordinary in my eyes, and you're inspiration for all of us. So I'm very, very grateful to be back on your show and celebrate the new year.
I mean, we would totally have you on more often. We're just not doing the quizzes.
It's like my grandmother used to say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but Joyce says her grandma used to say, if you love what you do, you never actually work a day in your life. It sounds like you love everything you do, which is an amazing thing.
It's absolutely true, because I think that if you do love what you do, you don't have any time to think about anything else, because you want to give as much of yourself to others. And the way to do it, I do it through art. Other people do it through their talents. But I've been normally a curious person my whole life, and there's so much to learn. Right now, I'm reading Jimmy Carter's autobiography, which is fascinating. And I'm reading about 4 or 5 other books. So it's a constant.
Of course, not one book at a time. Of course, wouldn't just be reading a book and then finishing it and putting it. No, it's like, I'm going to read this one. Oh, while I'm reading this one, let me read half a page of this. Half a page of this. Go back and forth.
Back and forth. Yes.
Now, by the way, we want to welcome someone who just popped in and out of there. Our beloved friend, Eva Heinemann, who is a theater critic and has been for quite a few years now. She hosts a show called High Drama, which you can watch on YouTube and also on Facebook. And no, she's doing a disappearing act. She's got there. Eva, you have to unmute. So let me make sure. We can't hear you yet. You gotta.
All right. I kind of should have gotten ready before I just got my sparkly outfit and get all Eve looking.
Eva, say hello to Ronald Rand, the actor, and
I know you. Oh, come on. We've done your together with that game thing you do, that excruciating game you put through.
Oh, Eva, we seem to have lost your feed there. Excruciating. Thank you ever so much, Eva. How was your year, Eva? How was your 2023?
Oh, I don't know. Probably awful. But I laughed my way through it, no matter how dreadful.
Well, let's leave aside the world. Let's leave aside, the stuff that's been going on that Rabbi Saul will talk about. But why was it awful just personally, or was it just okay, or actually not bad?
I don't know. It's funny. It's like, I can't even think about what I had for breakfast today. I'm like, really? All of a sudden, my mind just went blank, and I haven't even had my champagne yet.
All right, then, Eva, I'll tell you what. I'll ask you a question that I'll bet you will be able to answer. What were your favorite 1 or 2 or 3 shows that you saw this year on or off Broadway or off Broadway?
Oh, that's so many of them. But I want to say there's this theater company that I just love. They have never done anything terrible. I mean, usually I have like any one of my favorite companies or theater people or writers, they all have like one bad show. You're all allowed a clunker, you know, which always breaks my heart. I mean, even Horton Foote had a clunker once, but you know, but so far, New Light Theater Project, everything they do has been wonderful. I love them.
New Life, what have they done?
Well, you might have known a while ago they did something called Hitler's Tasters.
I remember when that opened. I haven't been in New York, but I remember when that opened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them. I don't know. They just do so many different things, and they're doing so many at the moment. It's like they're like attached to other things. It's like I should have written things down, but I didn't.
Well, no, that's fine. I mean, we're just bantering. I want to ask Ronald Rand though, in terms of, did you see any theater this year, and what really stuck with you?
Well, yes, I go to the theater as much as I can, but one of the shows that I did see was by Hershey Felder, which was at 59 East 59th. Monsieur Chopin.
Still doing it. It's the not Gershwin. It's Chopin, right?
No, Chopin. Yes, and he's actually in my book, Solo Transformation on Stage. So it was a wonderful show.
I'm sorry. Unicorn is kind of barging in, and we get him on the air.
Shall I get
the Hershey Felder show? Hershey has been on this program. He's a friend of the DAVERHOOD, but I'm very happy to hear that this was a particularly good performance of his. So I was like,
oh, everybody who was there just couldn't get enough of it, and he's such an extraordinary performer. And I had the opportunity to interview him for my book, Solo Transformation on Stage. So he's in there, and it's so nice to see Mr. Unicorn for the new year. Yes.
he was feeling horny, so he decided to come on. No,
I brought up my rhinoceros.
Oh, that's very cute, Eva.
My God.
So, Eva, you tell us one other, and then we got to cycle off for some other guests. But what's another show? You mentioned the theater company that you really like, the New Light.
Oh, well, on Broadway, I mean, they brought back Gutenberg.
Gutenberg the musical.
I saw that when it was at New York Music Festival. Yeah. I saw it with Jeremy Shamus and Christopher Fitzgerald. I saw it with Daryl Goldstein and Kevin Calhoun. And now I get to see it on Broadway finally. And Alfie, who hates the theater, this is the one thing he said I want to see. Because he remembered it was so damn funny, and it is. It's hysterical.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Alfie is Eva's son. How's Alfie doing?
He's at work right now.
What does he do?
He works at Duane Reade, where apparently they love to rob people. At Duane Reade, they let the thieves get away with it because they said don't bother them. So Alfie says, "Oh, we're open on Christmas for the robbers."
Well, I mean, are they like at gunpoint robbers? Or are they just walking away with like detergent to make drugs or something?
No, they're just shoplifting people.
And you're not supposed to stop them, right? You just kind of let them.
Yeah, leave them alone.
What a wonderful world. Well, as long as Alfie doesn't get hurt. I mean, as long as let him.
He's an adult. He's an adult. He's not.
Well, he's in his 20s, but nobody wants to be. So Joyce and I were at a coffee shop last week, and someone took the tip jar, someone just jammed her hand in the tip jar for the baristas, and ran out the door.
Wow.
I mean, it's this is the world we live in. This is terrible. And I'm just happy they didn't catch me. So
you know what? If they're charging $4 for an iced tea, come on.
That is actually the real robbery.
Yeah.
It's 20 cents to make an iced tea. Maybe 1 penny more for the labor, and it's like $4.50. I'm like, yeah, who's robbing who? Who really is? And you expect a tip? You really please. Anywho, guys, it is wonderful to see you in the DAVERHOOD. Ronald, I want to wish you health. I want to wish you a great time in Greece.
Thank you.
Do the performance. I'm old enough to do Harold Clurman myself now. So if you need understudy,
I do. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Opa!
Opa!
Happy New Year.
Bye, Ronald. I'll see you real soon.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
And Eva, so good to see you. You're looking great. I'm glad you seem. I mean, even if you say it's not been a great year, you seem to be doing pretty well. So thank God for that, and all's hopefully good.
I got I got that stupid cold that's going around, the coughing one. I don't have COVID. I don't have RSV. I can't stop coughing.
Eva, I had that for a couple of weeks. It went away. It came back. I had it for a couple of weeks. It went away. It came back. Whatever that is, and as you said, it isn't COVID. It isn't. And I checked. It's not gonorrhea, which I was sure mine was. It's just a thing that people.
But it's not gonorrhea. It's stay-arrhea.
As opposed to diarrhea, which I haven't. No.
Oh, that's another show of yours.
Hugs to you. Hope that you're great. Stay in touch. Of course, we'll hope to get you out in the neighborhood. Again, playing our quiz and doing some other things.
I love doing the quiz. It's so much fun.
So happy New Year to you and yours and theirs. Oh, yeah, and my unicorn wishes your rhino a very happy.
Let me get my rhino.
But I have to say, I'm surprised that you have a rhino as opposed to a real Democrat in the House there, Eva. Get it? Happy New Year, Eva. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Happy New Year. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Wow, we have had, with all the technical difficulties, with all the issues that we've had a pretty good.
I've been texting people and chatting and trying to get people.
Yeah, I think we've missed only a couple of people. We've missed Steve.
Steve and
Robert Viagas, and there's one person who's been in the waiting room who's just, I don't know if they're trying to get on or just unable. I don't know who they are because the initials are.
I can tell who they are.
ASG. I don't know. So I'm sorry
Why don't you just move them in the Are they in the waiting room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so hi ASG, can't get you on the way you are. Maybe log off and try again.
That's like when it's like they tell you, like I downloaded on Google the chat. They have like a chat feature where you can chat. It's a separate entity.
Right. Oh wait! Oh my God! Hello. Look! Oh, he made it. Here you are. Okay, that's right. He logged on early, but this is actually it's still quite early. But welcome to you. This is my cousin,
Adam Glass.
Adam Glass. Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, it's been a strange year for everybody, but I remember
to say the least.
Last year, and you had a very bad year. Was your year better this year than it was last?
Well, following two simple rules, vertical and above ground, I'm plus.
All right, this is important and good. You're looking good.
Thank you.
What else has been going on? What's been new in your life? This is my cousin, by the way. Please remind me and everyone else how we are related.
Your paternal grandmother, my maternal grandmother, were sisters. So you and I are cousins.
We are indeed cousins. Does that make us first cousins? Is that the
second, I believe, because it's second generation down. So you're right. So your father and my mother, first cousins.
I'm already lost, but you understand it, which is the important.
I do.
So again, what's something good that happened to you this year?
Overall, my daughter is doing wonderfully in school. She's approaching her last semester, and she's going to be applying to law school. Wonderful things. She's doing very well. Thankfully, she got all the things that I don't have: brains and looks and everything else. And yeah, I know it's only so much you can do with it. That's why I keep the camera far away, because the further away I am, the better I look. So
you look fine to me. Have you? Why? What happened? You always look pretty good. You're not
he's
bad
using
guy.
Self-effacing
Oh,
humor.
you're self-effacing humor. Yeah.
Well, I can always do this because everybody loves looking at Jack instead anyway.
Oh, he's got a dog.
Oh, show him the unicorn. Maybe he. Oh.
Hello, Jack.
Here we go. This is high-level comedy right here, ladies and gentlemen.
So let's see. I mean, relatively speaking, parents are 87 and 91, relatively speaking, but they're still with me, so grateful for that. And
is that Julie and Richard, or who are your?
No. Meryl and Bill.
and they're alive and well. Oh my God, give them
Yeah.
my love. I mean, I
Of
haven't
course I will.
been in touch
Happy
with
to.
people in a million and
Well,
2 years. They're alive.
you have the restraining order, so you
Yeah,
can't be in touch with them.
We don't talk about that. We don't put that online. So, yeah. And, you know, I mean,
And
work is
considering
good.
their age, they're doing okay.
Listen, 91 is 91 all along the world. So he's, you know, he's not tripping the life fantastic. But relatively
But he says
speaking, it,
tripping.
yeah. So that caused a lot of grief about 10 years ago. But um, they're still competent and present, which is wonderful, and thank goodness. And you know, the immediate family is wonderful, and
Oh, good. Thank you.
what
Well,
else?
great.
Well,
Thank God. And
yeah,
I
grateful.
remember you had a pretty cool job in New York, and you were doing investigating things.
I think he was a ninja.
We don't talk about that either. Those are off hours. So the work I do, I deal with life safety uh, equipment and installations. So things regarding fire alarm and security and access control for all the different high rises in lots of the different buildings that are going on in the five boroughs. And we've
You
got
know,
good new construction going on everywhere. So
you know
I'm busy.
called M&T Controls. Have you ever heard of them? M&T. They're out here in Maryland.
I can't say offhand that I have. If I checked with my office, I guarantee they know it, but
You're right.
I only know the companies that I come into contact with. They're part of the local because I am a member of Local 3.
Oh.
And yes, I'm one of the thugs. So
especially
no.
if you're the Starbucks union, but we won't go there.
Whoa, no. No, I'm not part of the coffee clutch. So I actually work. And I said out loud, I'm sorry. I'm going to hell. I'm gonna die in the next union meeting. The work has been very good. Very work has been very good, very busy.
So,
No
right.
complaints
I mean, so
there.
it doesn't sound like such a rotten bad time or year that it has been.
No, I mean, you know, listen,
Yeah.
there aren't 7 or more zeros next to my bank account, so I could be doing better. But other than that, you know, health-wise, relatively speaking, very grateful. Family and friends, very grateful. And, you know, for all the faults and flaws in the country in which we live, very grateful for where we live.
Oh yeah, well,
You know, yeah. So I mean, all around,
not good.
it's been a pretty, yeah.
The hollowness.
You heard that? You heard the hollow, right? Yeah. You know, I could if I open up, I can create an echo. So.
I'm not even going to go there. So, cousin Adam, and how's your dog? What is your dog's name again?
Well, this is Jack, and Charlotte is upstairs sleeping because she's well, she had enough of me. So hang on. Jack's the ham bone anyway. So Jack, say hello, Jack. This is Jack.
Beautiful dog.
But they're not afraid of the fireworks or noise? Or?
Well, do you have like a lot of noise and fireworks and activity in your neighborhood, or is it just?
You know, it's not too bad, but they do pretty well, shockingly, with the fireworks. I was always you know what? They do much better than I do. I actually, I have far more challenge with the noise than they do. They just kind of blow it off and go, okay, we'll bark back, and they go and bark back at it. You know, they think it's just another stupid dog barking. I don't know.
I poop myself. So that's the difference. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I mean, right now. That's
oh well, bravo! Look at that. Well, we will listen. We should celebrate every accomplishment. There you go.
At my age, you know, this is the best I can do. This is my big accomplishment. I'm like, oh, I can still poop. You
know, you and I are very close in that age department. Don't rush me, okay? Remember, I just had that part fixed about a year ago and change. So come on. I just had the plumbing fixed, man.
Well, I'm glad the plumbing and the pipes are working, and I'm very, very glad always to be talking to my cousin Adam Glass. Much love to your daughter and to all, and to your parents, for gosh sakes, and to all the good people.
Vicky can't get in. I clicked her the link on her cell phone because she's trying to do. No, she's trying to do it on her. If they're trying to go in on their cell phone, they're trying to enter a meeting ID and password. So I just the link and said if you have Zoom downloaded.
If they download the Zoom link, if they download the Zoom software onto their cell phone, it will translate through.
Yeah,
It
well,
makes it
Vicky
easier.
just entered the room. So I'm gonna let you go,
yay,
Adam.
Mark, I sent
Happy
the
New Year
link.
to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Be well.
Happy and healthy to you and your wife and your mom and everybody, and be well, be blessed.
Happy New
Always
Year,
love your show.
healthy.
Thanks, Kaz. All right, and that was my cousin Adam Glass here in the
doing. Just give a tramadol to the unicorn. He should take some tramadol.
why should the unicorn take tramadol?
No, he's always on tramadol. That's why he's so chill.
Yeah. He should really be on Xanax or something.
Something.
Anyway, we're also going to be having Vicky Quaddy. I'm hoping she's going to take us through the new year because we are only 9 minutes away from the ball drop and from like our brand new year. Happy almost New Year.
Can you see me?
Yes. Oh, yes. Hi, Vicky, and we can hear you too. Where are you?
I'm at a party in Chicago for a dear friend of mine named Don Rose. I squirreled away into a private little area so I could call in.
Yay. Oh, yay. Well, actually, you're an hour earlier anyway, so we can keep you on for a little bit.
We're still waiting.
It sounds like of all the people who've been calling in, you have one of the better years of
I had a pretty good year, and I think 2024 is going to be better. I've gotten a lot of bookings already for my shows. I'm hoping to get a lot more bookings, which would be great. I think people are going out more. They certainly, I think, are tired. In an odd way, I think the strike, the actor strike and the writer strike, made people realize that there's other things to go to. You don't have to stay home and just watch whatever's on Netflix. So I think it's really helped to maybe get people to come out a little bit more. Maybe our numbers were pretty good in December.
Now, I didn't properly introduce her. I should mention that Vicky Quaggy is the co-creator of Late Night Catechism.
I am.
And she's also the creator of the show that just ended but comes back every year, Christmas Bingo. So now you're just doing catechism or what else?
Oh my God! Well, the show that I am really pushing now is my game show. Are You Smarter Than Your 8th Grade Nun?
Which you do.
And now, Dave, I have a sports edition.
A what?
Are You Smarter Than Your 8th Grade Nun? Sports edition. Which is great. I'm creating a music edition.
Or is that the way to get the men interested? I mean,
that's it. It's the way to get Father's Day bookings. And I'm doing a music one too, because I figure what would be more fun than have people answer questions about music.
Oh, about music. I thought you would turn it into a musical. Questions about.
Well, it could be a musical too. I mean, Sister Act worked. So.
And Late Night and what was that?
Musical game show.
No, it was by Dan Goggin. Nonsense, of course. Nonsense.
Oh, Nonsense, of course. Yes, all of them.
So, let me ask you, you also have traveled a bit this past year. What was the best place you went to or the best time that you had?
Oh, my God. Geez, I have traveled a lot. In December alone, I went to, oh, my goodness. I went to Door County, which is gorgeous up in Wisconsin. I went to Malone, New York in the Adirondacks, just beautiful. Lake Champlain, that area, gorgeous. I was in the LA area, always pretty. I went down to I was in Baltimore. I was in the Baltimore area. I tried to connect with you. I don't know what happened. I went down to New Orleans, and I was in the New Orleans doing a show. I can't remember where else. A lot of places. When you get those 1 year, Facebook, this is what you did a year ago. I'm like, really? I forgot about that.
But you didn't leave the country? I thought you were also international for a trip or two this
year. Did I leave the country this year? I don't think I did. I was in Egypt last year, but this year, no. I don't think I left the country. So,
no,
but all over the U.S., which is nice.
Right now? Yeah. Just give me one moment because I want to get while Vicky is here. One of the oldest and best friends of the program, my good friend Jeff Goodman, because I can call him right back.
Want me to call him?
Yeah. Yeah, this way we can all kind of hang together for the countdown because we're only 4 minutes. Now, you don't have your countdown yet. You have it in an hour. So
No, we're an hour away. So I'd love to do 2 of them. And I do have a glass. I brought, it's not champagne, it's just white wine, but it's a lovely white wine. So we'll do the 3, 2, 1, and I will have a little sip.
if you blow bubbles into white wine, does it turn
Oh,
into
oh, I should have brought some.
sparkling something? Yes, something along those lines. So, it's great to hear that you're getting more. Oh, good. Let's call him. Let me get Jeff. Jeff, good.
Yeah.
Hello. I think I heard you for a moment. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay, Jeff. So we're on the air. We're live on our DAVERHOOD New Year's special. We're here with Vicky Quaddy out in Chicago. She's the co-creator of Late Night Catechism. Joyce is also here, and we'll be counting down. You're going to be on the phone with us if you don't mind.
Count down.
As we count down for midnight.
Don't mind. I love it.
Yay! So how are you, man?
I am good. Now we're in 3 time zones. You realize that?
Oh my God! Because Vicky's in Chicago, you're in Vegas, and we're here in Maryland.
The only time zone we're missing is the Mountain Time Zone, but we don't care about them.
Yeah, it's Colorado. We're not there anymore, so we don't pay that much mind. But you had a really good year, didn't you, Jeff?
Well, on some things, yes, and on some things, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Goodbye to 2023. I think 24 is going to be excellent, by the way.
Oh, why?
Because it's 2 dozen, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2 and 2 is 4, 4 and 4 is 8. Very
it's a math answer.
Well, you know what we missed today, I was going to text you, and I completely forgot. At 1:23 p.m. or a.m., either one, today would have been 123, 123, 123, because it would have been December 23rd,
yeah,
23 at 1:23. Isn't that the best?
Yep. Yes.
Oh, but
I love math, as you know.
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 12/31 of 2023.
12, 3. Okay.
Oh, you used to get so into this, Jeff.
Really 1, 2, 2, 3 though.
He's hammered.
1, 2. No, wait. What? Oh, wait. No.
Right, Joyce. I'm right.
1. It would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2.
What time is it? Check the time.
3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes to midnight.
2 minutes too.
Let's wish everybody
a Happy New Year. You know what? We made it through another year. That's a big thing.
So
it's a big thing. I'm very happy. I realize I'm wearing a rather low-cut outfit for, my nun character.
Well, we're trying to get some ratings here, Vicky, and I appreciate it. Jeff, are you wearing something?
I feel like, oh my goodness.
I'm wearing my Virgin Atlantic suit.
He's at the airport. He works at the airport, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking some time from his break to come and.
Oh, thank you.
So
thank you.
I'm going to send about 150 people up to London now.
Oh, well, congratulations. Well, to them. Can you stay? But we need you to stay like for one more minute because it's 11:59 p.m. and
we only have 60 seconds.
Oh my God! This is so exciting. So I'm Dave Lefkowitz. That's Vicky Quaggy. We've got Jeff Goodman on the phone. We've got my wife Joyce, and we're going to be doing the ball drop,
the countdown,
which has nothing to do with my prostate. We're going to actually have a ball. I think we still have a few seconds before we'll do it, but I'll do 30. 30.
Okay.
29. 28.
Oh my God, so exciting.
26. Everybody, 25. 24.
24. 23. 22. Oh, the ball drop. 21. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. What comes next? 10. 9.
8. 7. 6.
5. 4.
3. 2.
1.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Happy 2024! Finally got here.
And my grogger. And my horn.
Excellent. Happy New Year.
And the siren.
Can we sing? Should old acquaintance be forgot? Can we sing?
It's your night.
And
But to my, oh God, my throat.
you sing as well as I do. Be forgot in days of old lang syne.
Oh my God.
Very nice.
Happy
Very,
New
very nice.
Well, it's
Well,
not
Happy
your-
New Year, Dave. And Joyce.
You
I
too,
make it a point on New Year's Eve to celebrate every time zone. When I woke up, it was
Oh, yeah.
New Year's in Thailand.
Right.
5 hours ago, it was New Year's in London. I'm good with every time zone.
Well, and also you particularly love Thailand because you've been there a few times, Jeff. Were you there? You weren't there this year, were you?
No, I was not. I'm going hopefully in March.
Oh.
By the way.
Hey, Dave, I'm going to go back to my Chicago party now.
Should watch the Bangkok.
Happy New Year.
Excellent.
Love you so much. And I hope to see you many, many times in 2024.
You got it, Vicky. Vicky,
All right.
thank you so much. We'll be playing the trivia with you. We know that. So
I hope so.
Happy Chicago.
Happy.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye, Vicky.
Okay, Jeff, you were saying what?
I was going to say if you after at 12:30 and you search for the Bangkok fireworks, they were beautiful this year, and even kind of different, but just as nice. Dubai, the Burj Khalifa had wonderful fireworks, and Dubai also had a drone show, which was amazing.
Oh, we got just as you were talking, we had fireworks outside.
Oh.
So, yay! Or either that or I just farted. No, it's fireworks. It's actual fireworks. So, Jeff,
I still don't understand why you're celebrating at 9 p.m.
I don't know. What can I tell you? Because it's the neighborhood. Because it's me, and that's how I do things. Jeff, most happy New Year. We got to cycle through, get some other people on, but we wish you a most happy and healthy and all good things New Year, whether in Thailand or Vegas or New York or Maryland or wherever. We hope to get to see you, and we'll catch you soon.
Yes. Okay, you take care as well.
Thanks, man.
Bye, Joyce. Love ya.
Bye-bye. Jeff Goodman, my good friend and someone very important to this program. Okay, and yes, Happy New Year, everybody. It's 3 minutes after midnight. It is officially now January 1st, 2024. So, you feel any different? Yeah? There's, you have, I've got to do the ceremonial hug and kiss.
You didn't even toast me, nothing.
Oh, l'chaim.
You're too busy with your show.
L'chaim, my dear. Happy New Year to you. Should I have mistletoe or something? That would have been cool. Anyway, well, now we can. Now we have a little bit of quiet.
Unplug the.
Yeah. Let's unplug this. We should still have a couple of people who are going to be
Where's your phone?
logging in live. I have it. I have it here.
Pick your chocolate.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, yeah. So we have chocolates. Ooh. Let's see. I'll take. Which one don't you want? Because I'll need any. I'm a vacuum cleaner. So we have. I don't know. Decisions. Let's see. I think I'll go with this dark one here. It's probably coconutty. Oh, wait. It tells you. It actually tells you. Oh, no. I'll save this for Joyce. I'll do the strawberry cream. I know you're not going to be into that one. But I can't tell which the strawberry cream is. It's probably this.
Whichever one you want.
I know it.
Can I have the cover?
Here you go.
I'm going to have the peanut butter cup, I think, yeah.
Anyway, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, honey.
We made it. We made it through 2023 and 22 and 21 and 20 and 19 and 18 and 17 and 16, 15, 14. No small feat. Even in good years. Even, and this, for us, I think it was a pretty decent year over. My God, I actually get to talk to my wife for a couple of minutes. It's nice. So, yeah, what was the best thing for you this year?
I can't say on the air, but at least I have. My health is not such that I need to be attached to any machinery.
Right. You also have a book. Yeah. She writes a book. It's like, wrong book. And what else? We have a nice house. Although we moved here more than a year ago. We moved here in 2022.
Would you like another candy?
No, I'll save it for after the show. That's good. Good old Russell Stover.
What's buttercream?
Oh, buttercream.
Would I like it?
You might like it more than some of the others. Try vanilla. There's also a vanilla cream there. Good, bad, and different. That's good. Okay. Smells good. Start the new year off with chocolate. I can't go wrong. Anyway, we're waiting with her. We have my cousin Agatha. Oh, right, yes. Gotta do this, ladies and gentlemen. While we have a moment, we're going to pull off our 3 and turn it.
I don't know how this is a 4, though. Oh, here.
Hold on.
This way.
It's getting stucky. Getting a little stucky, ladies and gentlemen. This is the we're our own technical crew here. It's just I knew it would get kind of stuck to some of these things. But we got this. All right. That's not going to survive. But let's get this 4 up there. Oh boy, we got 4 on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 20. Let's put it right there, maybe.
I have to free the bear. He's attached by string.
Happy 24. It is 2024, my friends. Reminder that you can write to me at davesgoneby@aol.com. You can also check our archives at davesgoneby.com and at archive.org, castbox.fm, all these different ways to keep in touch with the program. So, what we have a couple of people still supposed to call in or Zoom in live, and we're hoping to get to them. And then also a couple of pre-recorded things that we certainly do want to share with you. Well, I think we have the time now for Bunion Watch.
You want that?
I think we should compare my bunion, because one of the things that we generally do on our regular program, our Dave's Gone By normal, none of the episodes are normal, but our Saturday morning shows is Bunion Watch, because quite a few months ago now, I started teaching. I was wearing shoes that I hadn't fully broken in, and I got a terrible, not a rash, what would you call it? A terrible rubbing and abrasion above my toe, my bunion toe on my left foot. So ever since then, we've been updating you on the status of my bunions. So I think this is an important thing. What we're going to do is, if you can hand me the giant, scary, pointy ball, and we're going to use that to compare. We're going to compare the New Year's.
Hold it.
Do it by the string, yeah.
Hold it by the string because it's very sharp.
So this is
Your bunion is not sharp.
This is a giant New Year's ball.
Your bunion is soft and lovely.
Here's my foot.
Wait, David, hold on.
Sure. Look how dry my feet are.
Put this on and put your glasses so you can't
see. On my bunion?
No, put your glasses so you can see.
Oops. Oh, I haven't done that either.
Put your glasses.
Are these upside? Wait, no, they go like this, I guess. Oh, there we go.
You dropped your lei on the floor, honey.
So we're going to do the big bunion reveal, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is my other foot. This is the foot with a bigger bunion, but not the foot that had the issue.
What are you doing?
I have no idea.
David, you look like you had one too many.
I'm almost 60 years old. I've had one too many years, I think. I should just cut my wrists now and cut my losses.
Oh, God forbid.
But there's my bunion. And this is not a bunion. This is the ball that dropped to start the new year. You can see that the bunion is fairly big. It's a fairly big bunion, but not comparatively to So I would say this is about what, 1/50th?
Yes,
The size of
I
it, yeah.
agree. Your bunion's not super huge.
So
Your bunion's
that's
it's not abnormally huge.
now that's my right foot. Ooh, my God, I burped.
I heard that.
And honest to God, this thing that this cocktail Joyce made is apple cider and seltzer. It's not even any alcohol in it.
I also put, what is that thing called? Moonshine.
An arsenic.
I made some moonshine that I had in my
some
closet,
hooch.
yeah.
All right, and this is my other bunion because it is the new year. Look, ow.
Are you okay?
I just twisted my knee doing that.
Oh, God.
Now this was the foot that had the pain.
David, I just finished telling your aunt how long it took us to get on Maryland's health insurance with the...
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is Bunion Watch. Our brand new 2020, I was going to do it in 2023, but we saved it for 2024 so that we have a brand new year Bunion Watch for you. In fact, let's even play the all-important Bunion music theme. She's Bunion, she really is a good one, she's Bunion. Listen, doctor, to my plea, it's time for Bunion next to me. Bunions,
Wow, can you see?
Barely. Feet of mine have got to go, please get these bunions off my toes. My elbow boy, foot for always and my elbow boy. Bunions, bunions, painful, painful. Bunions, bunions, painful, painful. Bunions, bunions. Anyway, that's Bunion Watch for our brand new year here in the Daverhood.
I gotta mark that off the list as completed.
And remember, everything I do with class. That's
Yes.
what it's really all about, my friends.
Wait, honey, here.
Sorry, completing the picture. The first New Year appearance of Pooey, the very first New Year's appearance, although he was on our show an hour and a half ago, of Potato with his new teeth.
Yeah.
What else? And Chicken made an appearance earlier. Yeah. This is pretty good. We haven't shown Bear. Is Bear not going to be on?
Yeah, I have to take off the back because it's attached to him.
It's like it's a cape. It's this magical cape. We just got a special, the Russell Stover Bear.
I lost my other one. He's my new bear.
So he's very, look how cute he is.
I love him.
That's a sweet. And he's very soft. He's very nice. Well, yeah. We have a new bear. Anyway, you're watching the, for whatever reason, if you're still watching, you're watching the Dave's Gone By Daverhood New Year special, where we've transitioned from 2023 into 2024. Hoping that, expecting a couple of people to zoom in, and they are not as of yet.
The only people we're missing are the Whistler.
Right, Steve.
And then we have, we did Bunion Watch. We just have Ricky Ritzel.
Right.
At 12:10.
Which it is, yeah.
And then we have Ed Rubin and Ozzy Wozy. And
Ozzy Wozy is
taped.
Yeah.
Stephen Fish.
So maybe what I'm going to do is let me share screen so that I can also get our parents on and
I'll
have
check your email.
Yeah.
I'm not checking your email. I was just checking Facebook. I'll check your email.
Let me see how my screen share is working. Let me shut down anything I don't want people to see. Okay, here we go. I think it's going to be desktop 1. There it is. So yes, you should see my Zoom thing, and you don't need to see that. First of all, let's do the folks, and those are pretty short. So we were able earlier, don't Rolodex there, to talk to both my mother and my mother-in-law in the Daverhood to wish them a very happy New Year and have them all wish you a good 2024 as well. So let's get to that. They were both just on the phone. They're not visual, but where are they? Let's see. This is going to be who this? This is no, not that. It's going to be this one, I do believe. All right, let's get. This is my mom. This is my mom, Brenda Lefkowitz, and I talked to her earlier in the day, just for a moment, just to say hi to her and have her say a big old hi to you. See, do I look familiar there? That's me. Here on the Dave's Gone By New Year's special ending 2023, Gotta Talk to someone very special in my life for the past 59 plus almost 60 years, the woman who brought me onto this planet, my own mother, Brenda Lefkowitz, calling right out there from Long Island. First of all, Mom, how you doing?
Thank you. Yes, I'm doing very well. And I just want to wish you and Joyce a wonderful, happy, healthy new year. And enjoy.
Yeah.
Be well, and I would love to see you sometime in the future.
When we get back to New York, yeah, I mean, it's still there. We haven't been there for a year or so, but New York seems to still be on the map, which is, I guess, a good thing, yeah?
Yeah, so far so good. We're still here. Can't complain.
That's amazing. Yeah. What?
Okay, my dear. I love you guys. Take care.
You too. Love you too. Thanks for calling in. Love you, Mom.
My pleasure. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Happy New Year.
Be healthy New Year. Bye.
All right, so that is a quick little hello from Brenda Lefkowitz, my mom. Now let's talk to my mom-in-law, Joyce's mater, who I spoke to a bit earlier in the day. You can see this is a rather different setting and situation. Same me, and I look like a lunatic. And I'm like, ah! I look like Beaker. Like,
yeah, the other one, it's you talking, and then I brought in beans.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's for those. That's coming up.
Yeah, there's the beans. I got you beans.
Let's say hi to your mom, or hi from your mom, Rosemary. Here on the Dave's Gone By Daverhood New Year special, what better way to say farewell to 2023 than by bidding a wonderful new year, and I hope a good old year, to my mother-in-law, Rosemary. So, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year to you, or just about New Year. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, David.
Good.
And you, how are you?
Well, we're doing fine. We're living quite nicely here in Maryland. What was the best thing that happened to you guys this past year? Something good?
Well, I don't know. The only thing good is that we're here for another year. We still arrived. We celebrated an 87th birthday in December this month. So I'm thankful for that I got to live to see 87 years of the world.
87. Does the world look particularly different than it did when you were, 37, 47?
Oh, yeah. Things have changed for the better, for the worse.
True enough. So what do you hope for in 2024?
For 2024, my hope is for good health, wealth, and happiness.
Good health, wealth, and happiness. I'll take them. I think Joyce and I will both take them. So again, most happy New Year, Mama, I guess I'll call you, and to you and your husband, great good things going forward, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.
All right, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. So a bit of me there with my mom-in-law. I think I'll stop sharing the screen just momentarily and check how, this is hitting me with a lay. I mean, as much as I would love to get laid, this is not what I meant. It's like, oh. So.
You have no messages. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
No messages. So, I don't know, there are a couple of people who were supposed to be logging in right about now, and unfortunately haven't.
Last one was from Vicky. You got in.
I may be getting a phone call, though, from. I'm not sure if Ed is going to be calling or.
The only people who called were. Oh, yeah.
Who? What?
Ed, no, the 28th, Ed left you a message.
No, that's it.
Today we had Esther and Jeffrey.
Right. Yeah, so we got them both on.
You want to call it?
I guess I could. Because he should have went on about 5 minutes ago. And Ricky Ritzel, whom I was kind of hoping to be hearing from as well. Let me check Facebook also. Let me check.
No, Facebook is empty. I'm checking it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for doing that. So, not hearing from him. So we can try calling Ed.
Hold on a second. I made a mistake.
Oh, no problem. Because also we do have my old friend Ozer Teitelbaum, We talked to him earlier in the week, and then we got to get Rabbi Sal on. And we also want to say farewell to some of the folks who were on the show over the years who passed away in 2023. So if he's there, we'll get him. If not, not. Hello?
Hi, you've reached Ed. Please leave me a message. I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Ed. Hey, Ed. Was hoping to get you on the DAVERHOOD New Year's show. We're still on for a little while, so if you can zoom in, that would be great. If not, have a happy New Year anyway. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, well, that's not going to happen, but it's okay.
What? I'll fix it.
Just tell Steve, just come on now.
Okay.
Tell him we're still on the air, and we'll still be here for a bit. While, and in the middle of doing that,
I just sent him the Zoom.
Yeah.
And
just tell him he can come on now.
I said zoom in.
Because that's Steve the Whistler Herbst, who was on our show many years ago, and then came back on about a year or two ago, and he's become a real cool friend of the
I
DAVERHOOD.
just said, please zoom in now if you're free, and I send him the link so he can click on his phone.
Fabulous.
Anybody who has Zoom on their phone, they can just click the link, and it's
I'm
easy.
hoping, yeah.
If they don't have Zoom downloaded, you have to give them a passcode in the future. I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, thank you, Bev. By the way, we also...
But we got Eva in, Vicky in,
Yeah.
Jeff, Esther, and Bonnie who couldn't get in.
Yeah, no, we got pretty much... We did pretty darn well. Getting all these people in just 2.5 hours here in the DAVERHOOD on this January 1st now, 2024. Now, folks who alas did not make it.
And you know how you're doing that? That's you're doing that on, that's your Facebook. Is it? No, that's your texting.
Oh, it's right there. All right, well, as long as I can reach them and they can reach me, even if they can just call in, it's kind of good to hear from them. But folks who have been, it was funny for several years.
Oh, no, you're actually texting him. This is when I downloaded the chat app from Facebook.
Oh.
You're chatting on Facebook. This is Facebook chat.
Oh, so it's doing the
Yeah,
same.
it's doing here, yeah. It's
Great.
paralleling.
When I first started doing the show, for several years, we had maybe 2 or 3 people who died, who were guests on the show. They were old and they passed
He
away.
said, how late can he get back to you? Let's see. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then when you're on the air for 21 years.
He's walking his dog. How late
Oh,
can he get back?
Oh, you know what? We'll play some other stuff
I'll say whenever,
before 1. Before 1 a.m. And we'll keep it here because I'll play, by the time I get through the Rabbi and Ozer, it's going to be close to 1.
That's fine, yeah. He's walking his dog. I'm surprised. Maybe the dog is freaking out from the weather, from the
Firecrackers and stuff. Anyway, this really works out as perfect timing to say farewell to the folks, the friends of the DAVERHOOD who didn't make it through 2023, which is about almost a dozen.
Hard to say goodbye. You're holding unicorn. It'll make it easier.
But you know what's great? I mean, not great about this, but you know what's nice to say about?
Why are you strangling the unicorn? It's a
Sorry.
headlock.
He likes.
You're like this.
He likes this thing. He likes the. I kind of like this. So many of the people that we lost were quite old.
Oh, good. Steven said, gave you a thumbs up. Good.
Stephen. Oh, Stephen. The
I'm
Herbst.
sorry,
Okay, great.
the Whistler Herbst.
Yeah. Like the vast majority of the people who were in the DAVERHOOD who died in 2023 were actually, they were in their 90s. So you gotta say, I guess it's a healthy life to be a creative person. For example, we did lose Jerry Blavitt, the geeter with the heater, very well-known Philadelphia DJ and radio personality, spent a lot of his later years doing these oldies cruises and oldies package deal things. He was only 82, and he passed away in January. Wow, almost a full year ago. So farewell to Jerry Blavitt. Farewell to singer and actress Yvonne Constant, who was in a few Broadway shows, including La Plume de ma Tante. Richard Rodgers specifically chose her for a role in the 1962 musical No Strings. She was also in movies, including the Jackie Gleason film Guizot and the Disney film. She was with Dean Jones in Monkeys Go Home. And she lived until 92 and passed away in February, Yvonne Constant. Comedian Pat Cooper, remember him from TV, and he had a couple of record albums out, also cursing out his family on the Howard Stern show, and he was on Imus, but a really, really long-lasting, well-known comedian on the nightclub and Vegas and Friars Club circuit. Farewell to Pat Cooper, he made it to 93. Also passing away, oh my God, legendary musician Richard Davis. He jazz and rock bassist, worked with people like Eric Dolphy, Elvin Jones. He was on Springsteen's Born to Run album, a couple of albums by Janis Ian, Laura Nyro, Herbie Mann, Melanie, also a friend of the DAVERHOOD. But more than anything else, this is the guy who opens and closes and plays all the bass on and essentially arranged Van Morrison's Astral Weeks, which is one of the ultimate rock albums, really in the top 3 of albums ever released by anybody. And one of the things that makes that album is Richard Davis's bass. So he will be missed. He passed away at 93 in September. Our playwright friend Mario Frati, he passed away at the age of 95 in April. Mario, yeah. Mario left us.
He was a big supporter of your work, Eddie.
He was a great guy and lived in New York, but he traveled. Basically, he went back and forth to Italy because they were always doing his plays or giving him some kind of award.
Italy, Rome?
Well, remember, he was born in L'Aquila.
Oh, that's right. When we went to the town, you're right. He said he was born there. How odd is that, right?
Yeah, and honored, and of course was able to live a very comfortable life because I made a joke about this before, but he was the guy who helped adapt Federico Fellini's 8½, into the Broadway musical 9.
Could you imagine?
And a Tony-winning musical. So, yeah, that did very well for him, and he was able to endow the In Scena Italian-American Playwright Award that they give every year. So, yeah, Mario had a very, very nice life.
That's lovely.
And I know this. He taught Italian literature at both Hunter and Columbia.
He was lovely. I thought he was a really nice man.
Yeah, beloved Mario.
Yeah.
And I wasn't kidding before. Today, or I guess this morning, Shecky Green died. The legendary comedian made it to 97 years old. I had his voicemail on my answering machine. It was this jokey fun voicemail when he was appearing on the show. But this is years ago, and who has answering machines? But it was kind of neat to have his voice on there. But hey, if you want to hear the interviews with all of these people, just go to davesgoneby.com and look for Shecky Green, Mario Frati, Richard Davis. Look for Sheldon Harnick, one of the last great living theater makers, musical theater makers of the golden age. This is the guy. This is the lyricist and co-songwriter on shows like Fiorello, She Loves Me, The Rothschilds, and he co-wrote Fiddler on the Roof. Fiddler, I can't tell you what it felt like to have a guy who co-wrote Fiddler on the Roof on Dave's Gone By. But farewell to Sheldon Harnick. He passed away in June, and he lived a good life too, because you would see him out and about going to the theater well into his late 90s. It was quite wonderful. Got to say goodbye to Louise Harrison. Now, Louise Harrison, she was on the show a few years ago, and she helped promote the Beatles when they were first trying to cross over from England to the United States. And one of the reasons, well, the main reason she did this is that Louise Harrison's brother was George Harrison. And she was living in America and brought him over for a week or two, and that sort of greased the wheels with radio stations and got the Beatles some airplay that they weren't necessarily getting without her. And she did write a book about her life with her brother called My Kid Brother's Band.
I put in your chat. I gave you a little message that says watch Dave's Come By.
Yeah.
I know that comes in your chat.
Also, speaking of theater again, we lost Tom Jones, who, not Tom Jones, the rather famous bluesy singer, but Tom Jones, the guy who co-wrote 110 in the Shade, I Do, and The Fantastics with his writing partner Harvey Schmidt. And I had the pleasure of watching Tom Jones act in The Fantastics. He came back and did it about 10, 15 years ago off Broadway when they revived the show, and there he was, like the guy who created it, performing in it. Really, I'm really a nice guy. It was great to have him on the show. Also, I really, really miss my colleague, Willard Manus. He made it to 93 years old. He passed away last January. He was the author of a book many, many years ago called Mott the Hoople, from whence the band with Ian Hunter in it got the name Mott the Hoople. He also wrote a book called The Pigskin Rabbi. That was a lot of fun to read. Mainly, he was a theater critic and playwright in his later years. He got a lot of productions in L.A., and you can read dozens and dozens of his theater reviews in totaltheater.com.
With the link to your show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. Speaking of playwrights, Robert Patrick passed away, very important gay playwright. He died at the age of 85 in April. He was part of the early off-Broadway vanguard, with people like, John Guare getting the start, and Sam Shepard and Bob Reinhold. He was in that, cadre of people, often writing very specifically about gay life. He started with The Haunted Host, and then followed up later on with Kennedy's Children that actually made it to Broadway. He wrote more than 60 plays, and really, again, was part of the Cafe Chino and La Mama movement of the early to mid and late 60s. And finally, last but certainly not least, we say farewell to Greeley Tribune writer Mike Peters, who passed away at the age of 79 in September. Journalist and columnist, the man without whom we would not be doing Greeley Times, or for a while it was called Greeley Crimes in All Times, because he created a cop blog, and he created 100 years ago, and he wrote a column for years for the Trib called The Gnarly Trombone. And it was great that he came down when we were on the radio station of the University of Northern Colorado, and Mike Peters came down, hung with us, and was our early times of actually doing video with the show. And I think we have him on video, or at least pictures of him with us. It was kind of neat. And he also wrote a book called The Cornfield about his first case when he was working as a crime journalist for the Trib, and it was a case that haunted him all those years later, and he finally got to write a book about it.
And he actually came when you were in the physical studio. That was amazing.
That was pretty neat. So farewell to all these fine, fine folks. All of them appeared on Dave's Gone By over the years. If you want to hear their appearances, just go to davesgoneby.com. Well, let's see. I guess we're not going to hear from Ricky or Ed, but that's okay. We're hoping that we will hear from Steve after he finishes walking his dog. So let's get the Rabbi on. Rabbi Saul Solomon is the founder and spiritual leader of Temple Sons of Bitches in Great Neck, New York. And Rabbi Saul, from almost the very first episode, has been doing interviews for us. He's been doing some skits for us, and he does rabbinical reflections, his thoughts on the world at large. His sermons about everything from society to politics to jokes to whatever. Well, Rabbi Saul does our annual year-end rabbinical reflection on our New Year's shows. So let's bring, without further ado or a don't, the Jewish voice, if you will. I'm just going to share my screen again to get him on. Share. With a rabbinical reflection for the outgoing year 2023 to the incoming year 2024. This is the one, the only, the Jewish Rabbi Saul Solomon. Pull that up. There we go. Oh, shalom, my friends. This is Rabbi Saul Solomon with a rabbinical reflection for the end of the year 2023. What a joyful and encouraging year it's been, huh? A terrific celebration of peace and love and reason and decency. And if you believe that, you must not have the internet or any access to the outside world, which has been steeped in anxiety and hatred, mostly with good reason. COVID is still here. Remember COVID? The virus that killed a zillion old people and is now a common cold? Only it's so common, everyone's still getting it. Almost 4 years after the disease erupted, many of us are still wearing masks everywhere. Granted, some people are such meeskites. A mask is an improvement, a public service even, but still, how many variants can one illness have? Someday, they're going to be able to trace all the way back, and they will learn that COVID is just another strain of caveman breathing disorder. And speaking of cavemen, Donald Trump is running for president again. Look, he wasn't a bad POTUS. He was great for Israel and the economy. But he's also old. And nuts. That's a combination you put in assisted living, not in the Oval Office. Meanwhile, Trump's opponent is Joe Biden, who's so old, when he got his driver's license, he just had to learn 2 words, giddy up and whoa. I did not make that joke up, but I also couldn't make up that the combined age of the 2 presumed 2024 candidates is 158. I know age brings wisdom and experience, but it also brings senility and special underpants. Ronald Reagan was a powerhouse his first 4 years, but the last 2, he fumbled more than the New York Jets O-line. Meanwhile, Trump might not even be allowed to run because state Supreme Courts, like the one in Colorado, are holding him accountable for the Capitol insurrection. He hasn't been convicted of that, by the way. Oh, sure, he'll get convicted of fraud and sexual harassment, but by gosh, the treason thing is still a mere accusation. As such, I think the Denver judges got ahead of themselves and hijacked an election decision that should be made by the voters, not the courts. Remember, the last time judges got involved in politics, they installed George W. Bush as commander-in-chief, which was like putting Rose from the Golden Girls in charge of NASA. So if Trump doesn't or can't run, we might get Ron DeSantis, who's slightly to the right of Mussolini and thinks gay people should be, ungay. Or there's Nikki Haley, who's like DeSantis, pro-Israel, but also believes fetuses are viable at the sperm stage. So, as ever, our choice for the highest office in the land will come down to least worst. I'd rather have Knubblewurst. Meanwhile, in 2023, the Dow Jones set new highs, but so did global temperatures, housing prices, gas prices, and groceries. By the end of the year, inflation improved, which is just a euphemism for prices still rising, only less quickly. And the national debt is now $33 trillion. I mean, can't we ask Taylor Swift as a favor to pay it off? Nearing its 2nd year is the Ukraine war, a fierce battle between Russia and more Russians. Ukraine's president keeps thanking us for all our money and weapons, but no, thank you, Vladimir Zelensky, for keeping our military-industrial complex chugging along. Maybe you can also beg a bunch of Chevys and Toyotas and help us bring Detroit back. As for Russia, we all thought Vladimir Putin would be dead by now. Instead, he's just deathly, pale and shaky with purple streaks on the tops of his hands. The CIA speculates those are either intravenous marks or he's been fisting the California raisins. Speaking of good taste, the Hollywood studios finally came to their senses and settled with the Writers Guild. They realized that having artificial intelligence write boring screenplays with lame dialogue, cliched plots, and obvious themes was no substitute for having real writers churn out scripts with lame dialogue, incoherent plots, and woke propaganda. The only movies that weren't bombs were Oppenheimer, about a bomb, and Barbie, about a bombshell. But hey, where's the A-bomb when you need it? On October 7th, Hamas fired hundreds of rockets from Gaza into mainland Israel. Arab gunmen also stormed an Israeli music festival where they massacred 300 attendees, tortured others, and took hostages. They also raped a bunch of women, many of whom were later found dead. It's unclear whether the women were violated before or after they were killed because, let's face it, Muslim terrorists aren't the pickiest bunch when it comes to pussy. They see a woman with an uncovered thumb, they're like, what a whore! When the first wave of horror was over, 1,400 Israelis lay dead. I have no jokes for that. 1,400 slaughtered in a day for the same batch of people who have poisoned the world for 70 years with their fundamentalism, despotism, and terrorism. So, a day later, Bibi Netanyahu says to the Palestinians in Gaza, pack your shit, you have 24 hours, get the fuck out. And the world, which had spent 10 whole seconds commiserating with Israel in grief and mourning, said, well, you can't do that. You'll cause a humanitarian crisis. And Israel said, just maybe, perhaps, possibly, Hamas should have thought of that before their ambush. Israel commenced revenge immediately, although Netanyahu did allow Palestinians more than a week to take their camel caravans and find another country to despoil. But was that enough for the UN? Was that sufficient for world opinion? Of course not! When an errant Arab bomb fell on a Gaza hospital, who got blamed? Who do you think? Meanwhile, Hamas fighters are using hospitals and schools as their command posts. They know that if Israel attacks, liberals weep, and if Israel doesn't attack, Jews die. Win-win! Well, you know what? Oxfam and World Health and Red Cross and Doctors Without Brains, sometimes Jews have to kill the people who make them die. But do college kids understand that? These Ivy League, Bush League, moss-covered troglodytes who glom onto any cause as long as it makes them feel like they're saving the world from their parents' mistakes while they live in their parents' basements. Like toadstools blossoming out of excrement, pro-Palestinian protests are everywhere, stopping traffic, blocking libraries, frustrating commuters, and doing nothing except proving just how many anti-Semites there really are. Oh, but we don't hate Jews, says Ilhan and Rashida and Alexandria and Susan and Roger and, oh, in for a penny, Ice Cube and Kanye. We just hate colonialist Israel, forgetting that Hebrews have lived in Israel since forever and that Jews ask for no other safe place in the universe apart from this tiny country. In my stage show, Shalom Dammit, I made a joke about Jews for Jesus, saying that the term is an oxymoron, like vegetarians for brisket. Believe it or not, something even more incomprehensible has emerged. Queers for Palestine. I'm not kidding. Queers for Palestine. These are a passel of LGBT bags promoting the very people who would cut their schwanzes off for being who they are. You know, earlier this year, Out Traveler magazine picked the 15 best cities in the world for gay people. Coming in 8th, 2 slots ahead of Miami, Tel Aviv. You know how many other places in the Middle East made the list? If the list was the best 200, you know how many Middle Eastern cities would be on it? A handful, and they would be in Israel too. And yet, queers for Palestine. How can these foolish freaks have their heads so far up their own tuchuses? Well, likely they've been trying that as a sex technique, but seriously, what's next for them? Faggots for AIDS? In that case, I donate. And I wish AIDS, leprosy, and spina bifida on anyone who chants, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. No way. From the sea to the river, IDF will make Hamas quiver. From the sand to mud, Gaza will run with terrorist blood. From Jerusalem to Miami, we will slice our enemies like pastrami. Okay. Enough rage. Now it's time for sadness. As I often do with these annum-ending reflections, I'd like to honor poetically some of the notables who did not make it out of 2023 alive. We start with Norman Lear, of All in the Family and Maud, and Richard Roundtree, who's now giving the shaft to God. To Tina Turner, we said goodbye. Her talent was river deep and mountain high. Farewell, Tony Bennett, who left his heart in San Fran, and cartoonist Al Jaffe, who was a true madman. Ted Kaczynski died, and he was the bomb. Henry Kissinger gave us the director's cut of Vietnam. As first ladies go, Roz Carter seemed nice. And sadly, Bob Barker has barked his last price. We lost Tim McCarver, so pleasant and plucky, and David McCallum from Uncle, our ducky. We lost Michael Gambon, Glenda Jackson too, and Rolf Harris tied down his last kangaroo. Farewell, Alan Arkin of movies and theater. Bye, Raquel Welch and Suzanne Summers, both jiggling for St. Peter. We toast Shane McGowan with joy and affection, and director Bill Friedkin, who made a connection. Jimmy Buffett's margaritas became a huge trend, while booze and drugs took Matthew Perry, our friend. We lost Pat Robertson, who thought he was holy, and Dame Edna tossed her last gladioli. Andre Brower and Lance Reddick were marvelous cops. Richard Belzer was dean of the microphone drops. Farewell to Jeff Beck. Bye-bye, Tom Verlaine. No more will Burt Bacharach write about rain. The princely Treat Williams is now in an urn. Farewell, Cindy Williams, who's up with Laverne. Sandra Day O'Connor has judged her last case, while Sinead O'Connor has reached a better place. We lost Adam Rich of 8 is Enough, and Marty Croft, Pajandrum of H.R. Pufnstuf. Gordon Lightfoot made his way down with the sun. And farewell to Tom Jones, no, the off-Broadway one. Bon voyage, Belafonte, a king among men. And ciao, David Crosby, the C of SN. Robbie Robertson's up with the Hawks in a band, and let's all give Pee Wee Herman a hand. We buried Pat Cooper and laid Tommy Smothers to rest. The truth is, Tom and Dick, Mom liked you both best. We mourned Jerry Springer, who sent chairs flying, and all the good people who are sick, dead, or dying. But enough lamentation, I don't want to bore. Let's pray for survival in 2024. This has been a rabbinical reflection from Rabbi Sal Solomon, Temple Sons of Bitches in Great Neck, New York. Happy Jew Year. The one, the only, the Jewish Rabbi Sal Solomon here on Dave's Gone By. Always thrilled to have him with us, even though his opinions do not necessarily represent those of the station, but they kind of do. Anyway, we are very excited to have with us, joining us in the Daverhood. He wasn't able to get on earlier, but he is here now. And as I mentioned, he's someone who was on the program, gosh, fairly early in our run, back when we were on WGBB radio on Long Island. He is there he is, and we want to make sure that he got on mute so that we can hear you.
Hiya.
Hey, Steve Lewitzler Herbst, how are you, my friend?
Well, I am okay. Thank you for asking, and Happy New Year to you and your viewers or listeners.
Thank you. Yeah, and is that a real bookshelf? Is that what books are behind you? Because it's literally like you have a fake backdrop of actual, real, beautiful books. What is that?
It's a backdrop of beautiful books.
No, but is that really your bookcase? Is it law books or psychology books? What are those? Oh, man. Oh, it's beautiful.
Ask him, did his dog freak out because of the noise? You
have a dog? Oh, you were walking the dog. That's right. So how's your dog doing on noisy New Year's Eve or day?
She was fine.
Oh, cool. How are you doing? How was your year?
Well, my year was an interesting mix of things, including my day job.
Which you're still, I thought you're semi-retired. Are you still
I'm a psychotherapist. My day job is psychotherapist.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were, but you're still doing that. I didn't
ask him if he's going to make you pay for this visit.
That's right. if I lie down this way, can I tell you my troubles? We'll be here all night. So your day job is, but you obviously can't mention stuff in your day job. Your I guess doctor-patient confidentiality. Are there stories you can tell of like dead patients that are kind of funny that were secrets when they were alive, but now you can tell them?
Funny stories about dead patients seems like a contradiction in terms.
Yes, I realize that, but yeah, I know you have a sense of humor too. You're always sending me jokes.
Well, yeah. I mean, for example, do you know why Santa spells the holiday Noe?
No, why?
Because an angel told him no L.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, got me up on that. Yeah, you have any more of those?
Well, do you know what Corn Kernel says today?
What does a corn kernel say today?
Happy New Year.
Wait, let's try this again.
Happy New Year.
Oh, New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm sorry, I missed. I'm a little tired. We've been on the air for 3 hours. All right. Okay. You got anything? got another one?
At least they're PG. I appreciate
that. That's G. Yeah.
I appreciate the PG nature. I appreciate that.
One more.
Well, I'm trying to
destroy my ratings.
Respect your your audience and all.
Of course.
Do you know why Santa got a parking ticket on Christmas Eve?
Why?
He left his sleigh in a snow parking zone.
Do I have to remind you that you're Jewish?
No, so tell him we have a dad joke calendar that basically has many of those same
types of jokes. Yeah.
Do you know what Santa pays for parking?
What does Santa pay for parking?
Nothing. It's on the house.
That's cute. I like that. That's a good one. I do. You get it? Because it's on. He parks on the. Yeah. No. All right. Okay. Let's have another. Because I honestly could listen to jokes all night. So, you have another?
Okay. What do you call a karate sparring technique executed by a pig?
A karate sparring technique executed by a pig. I give up.
Pork chop.
That's funny. Come on, David. That's funny.
I wanted to start the new year off.
That's so funny. That's very funny.
It's very cute.
It's a play on words.
Do you know what nationality Santa is?
Oh God, what?
What nationality is Santa?
North Polish.
I like that. Joyce is not laughing at that one. That one I'm laughing at. It's kind of
I'm not a fan of ethnic humor.
It's not nothing. It's not like or even a real Polish joke. It's not making fun of Polish people. So.
Do you know what time of the day Adam was born?
No, what time?
Just before Eve.
That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, no.
Do you know, by the way, do you know why Adam managed to live so long?
Why did Adam live so long?
He didn't have a mother-in-law.
I happen to love my mother-in-law, but I get it. That's yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. By the way, we're talking with Steve the Whistler Herbst, who is, by the way, taking a break quickly from the jokes.
Yeah, okay.
You appeared, you did a couple of appearances this past year, you were on TV a year or two ago, but you did a couple
I was on To Tell the Truth in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They flew me out to Hollywood, and interesting thing is that on this round of To Tell the Truth shows, not the one that was going on when we were young, and one segment in every episode, they would have three people who claimed to be something, and when the real one was revealed, he or she would leave and the other two would stay for a second go round.
Whoa.
I was in 2 rounds.
So it's like a Survivor kind of thing, right? Until you're found out. That's a good way to do it.
And in the first round, it was, who is the skyscraper window cleaner?
All right, I can believe you, yeah.
Now, I spent 5 minutes with the real skyscraper window cleaner and picked up some information. So, they asked me questions, like number 3, how many men can you fit on a scaffold? I said, well, the scaffold holds 600 pounds. The equipment is 150 pounds. So that leaves room for 2 men. He said, well, what do you do if a guy's overweight? I said, I make him a manager.
Wait.
See, you don't even need to have the pre-prepared jokes. That's funny right there, yeah.
And then another question they threw at me was, do you operate in any countries other than America? I said, well, yes, Spain. Why Spain? I said, well, that's where our equipment is manufactured and we have a lot of connections. Now, the payoff is that when it came time to vote who was the real skyscraper window cleaner,
yeah,
all 3 celebrities, the host, Anthony Anderson, and his mama Doris, all 5 of them picked me as the skyscraper window cleaner.
All right.
Wow.
And when the real skyscraper window cleaner was revealed and left, the other guy and I stayed for who is the international grand champion member of the Whistlers Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Ah.
And when one of the, if you go to my website, stevethewhistler.com, you can see my segment. And when they're voting on who is the international grand champion member of the Whistlers Hall of Fame, one of them said, I think it's number 3, but he got us all the last time. He's alluding to the skyscraper window cleaner segment.
Did you lie or do you tell the truth? When it's your turn and it's actually you, do you have to tell the truth or can you tell a fib?
When you are the one,
yeah.
you are required to tell the truth. That's the name of the show.
Yeah.
And when you're not the one, then you're, prevaricating.
Yeah, you have to make up stuff if you don't know it. You might be lying without even knowing it because you just have to have an answer to whatever their answer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you had that appearance. I did watch that a few months ago. It was a fun episode, and people can see it. They can go to Steve.
Yeah, you can go to my website, stevethewhistler.com, and see that segment, that my segment. And I recently posted as a holiday observance a new video on my whistling chestnuts roasting on an open fire, which I commend folks to watch if they're inclined to see what is this whistling business all about.
Yeah,
because most people have never heard professional
whistling
whistling.
on a level that isn't just whistling along while you're walking along on the sidewalk.
Andy Griffith.
Yeah, well, yeah, or the Andy Griffith theme song or something like that. Can you do the Andy Griffith? Okay. It's not.
You know why? When you sharing screen, yeah, it's not.
I don't know if it's, I don't hear anything. I don't know if it's recording or if we're just getting blank. I've got original sound from musicians on, and yet, like if I go, can you hear that? Are you hearing me when I do that?
Yeah.
When
So you can't hear my whistling?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
No, but we do have some neighbor dogs and cats running around.
No, that's so. I don't know if it's taping, and maybe people when this comes out,
I don't know.
And it's archived, it'll be there. But no, that's the thing. And this happened last time we were doing something with Facebook or music or the recording of this, and it says original sound from musicians is on, as opposed to off, which should block it. You know what? I'm gonna try that. Do me a favor, Steve. Try it again.
No.
It's I'm sorry, man. It's literally just dead air. It's
So then how could somebody hear his work?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Do you have a CD out? Thank you, babe.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have a CD that has been re-released called Broadway and Beyond. And the reason it's called Broadway and Beyond is because there are 15 Broadway show tunes, and due to popular demand, I put Danny Boy on the CD because I was kind of famous for doing Danny Boy. And Broadway and Beyond can be ordered through my website, stevethewhistler.com. And
check it out. Is it also available on upload platforms like Spotify and
no, it's only available through my website, and you know, people can pay with a credit card and so forth. And you know, I ship it out to them, you know, promptly.
Can they request autographed or thing like? Do you do that sort of thing? Do you have a thing where you'll sign the thing if they throw an extra couple of bucks?
I can do that. I can do that.
Tell them Dave sent you, and get Steve the Whistler Herbst Broadway and Beyond CD by going to stevethewhistler.com. stevethewhistler.com. Steve, I wonder, oh my God, by a minute, we missed Chicago New Year. So happy New Year to Vicky and all our Chicago friends and everybody.
They dropped a pierogi. They were dropping a pierogi.
Yeah, that literally in Chicago, they got a big pierogi thing that they're in Idaho. I think they're dropping a potato. Oh, and we have another guest coming in the neighborhood. So happy New Year to you, Stephen.
Do you know what you call baby potatoes?
What do you call baby potatoes?
Tater tots.
On that note, you couldn't have left it with your website, couldn't have left it with your CD. You had to get that last one in there. That's why we love you, Steve. Steve the Whistler Herbst, and keep puckering, keep those lips moist and whistling a happy tune all year long. So great to see you in the neighborhood. Thank you so much, man.
Good to see you guys, and I look forward to the next time.
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
Maybe we'll figure out how to get the whistling on the air too.
Yeah.
All righty, and amazingly enough, at 1:02 in the morning Eastern Time, 12:02 in the middle of the country.
Who is it?
Let's hope this is going to work.
Oh.
It's the person who promised who tried all those hours earlier from the middle, I believe, of Madison Square Garden.
Ooh, yay!
My friend from junior high school.
I'll check.
Oh, from junior high school and high school.
I hope it is him. Tell him I'm sorry if I misspelled his.
Susie. Yeah. Well, let's see if he can get on. I mean, I'm assuming he's still just standing outside Penn Station right now.
He's probably waiting for a train.
Because I think this was going to be Billy Joel's swan song. I think this was going to be the last he was going to do this.
Yeah, that'd be a big shot.
So I'm hoping that Stephen, my old friend Stephen Fish. I mean, my God, my friends and I back in junior high school and high school were in a band called Stephen Fish and his fabulous Fish Heads. And if he can't get on, maybe text him and just say, call me, and I'll just do him on the phone.
Back.
Oh, yeah, and?
No, another one. I'm writing Wunderbar. How do you say Wunderbar?
Wunder, bar. Wunderbar. Oh, Stephen, come on. By the way, if you want to know more about Dave's Gone By, go to davesgoneby.com. You can write to me, davesgoneby@aol.com. You can also see our archives at archive.org. We have a Twitter feed, Radio Dave 2. We have an Instagram page, david.lefkowitz. Lots of ways to keep up with the show, besides, of course, this Facebook page.
Do we write Stephen on the Facebook?
Yeah. See if
no, I don't know if
he's probably still on his phone.
But I don't know if we chatted him on the Facebook or.
I can check.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
Because I would love to talk to him. I'd love to get him on the show. So anyway, we're waiting for my old friend Stephen Fish to join us. And we have, to end the show, Ozer Teitelbaum, my oldest friend, a friend not from high school, not from junior high school, from elementary school. Fella I've known since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Do you want to call in on this cell number?
Yeah, just because he's not. He's probably still on a phone coming home.
Oh, wait a second. Sorry, but I'm doing that on Facebook.
Oh.
I got to give him your cell number.
Yeah, please do. Let's see. Just don't know why so many people had so much trouble
No, I'm sure at these events they block cell phone stuff because they don't want to have people recording it, right? So it's so loud. He said the volume's so loud that they can't hear. It was like he said it was like the teacher on Peanuts. Like here.
Oh, like Mrs. Othmer, yeah.
I just gave him your cell phone because I think this is not texting. This is Facebook, the Facebook thing, the messenger, but it looks exactly like texting. So I just.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, now it looks like texting. So, yeah, you just Facebooked him my phone number, which is fine.
Yeah, I said you want to call on this cell number.
Yeah. I hope, because he's trying. He's just trying. Oh, Stephen, it'll be so good to talk to him. What else do...
and I just got a ping. Are you enjoying your Android app? I don't know why I wasn't...
I am. Hey, let's give a shout out to some people while Stephen is maybe trying to call in. These are folks who I contacted during the week, couldn't be here with us for whatever reason. So I'm going to give a shout out to my cousins Deborah and Bobby O'Brien and their kids Alex and Joey. A shout out to Mary Shen Barnage, who has been slowly but surely recuperating from a terrible illness that sidetracked her for literally the entirety of 2023. But she's going to be back on her feet quite soon. To critic Jamie Bernard.
Look at Dr. Sue with her bear.
Oh, Dr. Sue, yeah. Oh, I should have.
We should have had Dr. Sue with that bear.
Shout out to Bob Cudmore. Shout out to Elliot Gluskin. He was going to try and to talk with us, but I guess his plans changed. He couldn't make it. To my cousins Jeffrey Kirsch and Cynthia Shub Kirsch. He had some medical issues late in the year, but he's getting better. To Quinn Lemley and Al Parinello, and to my cousins Josh and Dana Pinkow, to David Sheward, who's couldn't be with us today, but he's with us so often on the show.
He was at a show, I think.
Oh yeah, or maybe he's out with family or stuff. Sylvie Simmons, who has been under the weather and not really up to being on the program on camera. And to David Sparrow, too, who's just having a busy New Year's Eve because he has a big show to produce. Anyway, all those folks and lots more. I'm sorry if I'm leaving people out. Friends, family. Oh, Friendy. I never... No, I did hear back from them. To Fred and Wendy, our friends. They literally went to sleep like 3 hours ago, Colorado time.
Oh, forget it, yeah.
So, any word back from Stephen?
No, I'm looking.
Because I also want to play. It's like 7 minutes after 1 already. I thought I'd be off the air by like 12:30. You're watching Dave's Gone By, of course.
Let me double check. I have to get in the messenger the slow way. But I could just.
I mean, he should be able to make a phone call.
Maybe he probably has no connection, and maybe he's running for a train. I would think.
Yeah, or if he's on a train, he can't really. Yeah. It'd be great to have him on. Maybe I'll play the Ozer interview. It's only 10. I better do it so we can get to sleep tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, my oldest friend in the world. So let me share that. Okay, so I'm sharing screen now. There's my Facebook. Now let me have a chat I had yesterday with, as I keep saying, my oldest friend. I just have to find him. Is this it? I think this is it. No, this is probably it. Was this it? Yeah, there it is. Sorry, folks. It's late. I'm tired, but I would not want to do a year-ending show without chatting with my old friend, Ozer. It's the New Year's special, ladies and gentlemen, the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day special here on Dave's Gone By, and couldn't be more special than talking with my oldest friend. I mean, it's not like he's 80 or 90. He's just a person that I've known who isn't family longer than anybody else. This is a person I've known since early years elementary school when we were growing up in Brooklyn together. His name is Ozer Teitelbaum. He's joined us many times in the Daverhood. He sounds well. He sounds pretty happy for him. So, ladies and gentlemen, won't you welcome back to the Daverhood, Ozer Teitelbaum. How you doing, Oz?
I'm doing well. How about you, Dave?
I'm doing all right. It's been a good time living here in Maryland for a while. You're You're living in New York, right? You're still in Manhattan, yeah?
I don't know.
There we go. There we go. We're off to the races. With
I think I live in an island that is inscrutable to be known.
All right, fair enough. We're not going to discuss work details or anything like that, but you can tell me what was like the best thing that happened. You can tell me. You can. What was the best thing that happened to you this past year?
This phone call.
Oh. You did my heart good, Ozer. You certainly did. Let's see, what else can I... Well, we're done here. No, how's your sister? I grew up kind of knowing her. Is she doing okay?
Really?
Well, not...
You would recognize her if she walked by you?
Yeah, I would have 20 years ago. You look kind of alike a little bit.
Okay, I'm wondering if you recognize me, but Louise not alone. So she's fine. She's doing well. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
How's the family? How's the neighborhood family doing?
My neighborhood family is okay. My mom's hanging in there. My dad's, in a box. So that's what's happening with him. I've got a couple of aunts whom I'm hoping that part of this show we will be talking with. So yeah, but no, this is not about me. Right? I want to hear some stuff about you. I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, before I started recording, Ozer and I were talking for like 45 minutes about politics, about life in general, about academia. Soon as the camera goes on, it's like, hey, Oz, how you doing? Soon as I start recording, we have nothing to talk about.
Why are you on the phone? I'm sorry, I don't recognize this person. I don't know why I'm on the phone. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, exactly. So all right. So Oz, what are you hoping for in 2024?
A winning lottery ticket.
Here. All right. Anything else?
If you'd like to see the Knicks win championship or any such similar event, I wouldn't put my big hopes on that.
All right. Hey, we can talk about this. This is probably something that doesn't rupture your wheelhouse, if that's even a phrase. So there was a big trade. We're recording this the day before.
That's really an interesting one. I'm glad.
All right. Well, yeah. So, Oz, you're talking about the Knicks, quote unquote, trying to win some sort of championship. They just traded away two big players. I read this afternoon for a major player. What are your thoughts?
To be determined. I don't know. I saw the trade. I just saw the actual movement. I think that they really needed to move Julius Randle. That's where I would have focused my energies on. I don't think he's a fit for the team, but they haven't called me on the phone asking for my advice.
I don't know.
LeBron. I am waiting for LeBron to call me, but that won't happen.
Yeah, LeBron Moskowitz. We grew up with him as well. I always wonder what happened to him. Have you been in touch?
Is your show popular?
So one more question for Oz now that we have him on the phone here. Have you been in touch with any of our fellow alumni from our old years in Hebrew elementary school, Hebrew day school, all those years ago?
We don't need to get into the minutia of that. Just the answer is a simple N-O. That's my answer. And what's your answer?
My answer is just on Facebook occasionally, sort of saying happy birthday to an alumnus, that kind of thing. I can tell you this. A couple of years ago on the program, we had a call in from Mrs. Botkin, if you can remember.
Oh my God!
Yeah, she was. I think she is still alive. And I believe.
It's not a topic I wish to discuss, but I will say it's interesting that you had her on your show. I'm sure your ratings went up through the roof on that.
Oh, it did. It did. We actually, I think we beat Game of Thrones that morning, because it wasn't on until later.
Yes, because Game of Thrones is not on in the morning, so that would make sense. You need it. Yes,
it would.
It's like
my wife has just brought beans and.
Don't touch them.
She said, "Don't touch."
Put my bowl on your phone.
All right, which is her bowl?
My bowl.
That's her bowl. Ow! This is hurting my fingers. All right.
The beans are hot. Here.
My beans are hot, ladies and gentlemen.
Here, are you being taped?
Yes, we're taping right this second.
I didn't know.
Well, this is more interesting than actually talking.
Are you doing video?
Yes. It's just not on video. It's just on the
hot, and your fingers are in danger.
This is your bean.
Thank you, Joyce.
No, your bean thing is hot. Don't touch your bean plate.
You know what? This is the perfect time to kind of end the interview here.
You have an edit feature. You can just edit me out, and just you and Joyce talking is more interesting to your audience, I'm sure.
Possibly. Well, she's a very interesting lady. Well, anyway, I'm going to eat some beans.
Sure. I know I'd much rather listen to her than listen to me. So,
they have cheese, Ozer. I'm sorry, so it's not vegan, but David's beans are
you're
vegan.
not sorry. I think this is the best breakup of David's journalistic attempts to inquire about things that are boring to anybody. Certainly anybody in Maryland who would care what I think about the Knicks to anybody in Maryland.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to come up with topics, and we're kind of done because we don't even have that.
We can talk about topics like life in Timonian. That's a topic. I'm curious what life is like in Timonian.
Well, but that's me, man.
Turn me around and me interview you.
Yeah, but Ozer,
more interesting to your audience.
if you watched my show every Saturday morning from 9 until noon or thereabouts, you would have a very good, clear picture of what my life is like in Timonium. You wouldn't have to interview me. This is what I talk about all the time.
Put this lid on.
How often do people interview you on your show?
They generally
don't. Probably be more interesting to your audience.
Well, what would you ask me one question about life in Timonium, Maryland, and I may be able to answer while I'm eating my beans.
While you eat your beans, okay. What kind of beans are you eating?
These are what they call bupkis. They're oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of them. The little round ones. Chickpea.
Chickpeas? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Bupkis? Never heard that.
Garbanzos.
Okay. Well, chickpeas is okay. Fine. So, life in Timonium. So, you get around by foot, by car, by bicycle?
Car. We've had a car. As soon as we moved here, we bought a car because we knew we'd need one. So yeah, no, I drive everywhere, which is why I have a bit of a belly now. God help me. May not be the only reason. I also eat like crap, but except when I'm eating beans, which is very healthy and which my daughter likes.
You're probably not eating as many beans as you would attribute to your diet. Well, that's okay. So, increase your bean intake, and I'm sure you'll make lots of friends.
Yeah. Well, that's my answer. Yeah. So O's, I hate to do this, but we don't have a lot of time with all our people, so I'm going to wrap this up.
I'm sure you're grateful to do it. So it's been a pleasure interviewing you. I look forward to interviewing in the future. Maybe you could be more prepared for me asking questions.
Well, maybe on my birthday. That would be if you call in.
I think that would be it. I think I should wear the journalist hat, and you should be the interviewee. I think that would be cool.
All right. Tell you what, that's just a couple of weeks away. I'll do my birthday show.
Yes, it is.
We'll get you on there in Zoom, and we'll do it. You'll ask me as many, and I'll answer as honestly as I can.
Understood. Totally. Great. Well, have a awesome, fantastic, great New Year's Eve and day, and may 2024 be joyous, peaceful, healthy, and safe for you and the family and the neighborhood. And I look forward to celebrating your birthday next month.
Ozer, I thank you so much for that benediction. I even used that word. And I wish it all back at you and the folks that you know too. Just so great to have you as a friend. Thank you, man.
Likewise. You be good and give my best to Joyce. And the beans.
And the beans. Have a great one, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
My old friend Ozer Teitelbaum there in the neighborhood, pre-recorded about a day or two ago. But now we have someone who is live with us, calling from not his home, but from New York City, where you just spent, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. What concert did you, Stephen Fish, just come from?
Billy Joel at the UBS Arena in Belmont, New York.
Oh, it's in Belmont. You're in, wow. How was the concert?
Very good, very good. He sounded great. He did a lot of his hits, and it was a very fun time. The band was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I went with my girlfriend Susan and her brother, and it was a good time.
Have you seen Billy Joel in concert before?
Yeah, several times. Susan's a huge fan. We've gone to see her many times. Matter of fact, one time was a New Year's Eve, I called you from that show. Also, that was at Nassau Coliseum about 5 years ago.
Wow.
But tonight was great. That band was really into it, and there's some really good visuals. I really enjoyed the visuals. When he did Slow Rock and Roll to me, he showed his old video of him doing that, and he kind of performed along to that, and that was kind of neat. And there was when we can't start the fire. He had a cell phone with all the pictures of all the people that he talks about on We Can't Start the Fire. So that was very interesting.
No.
Well done. And it was a good time. It was a very good time. I really enjoyed it. I didn't get to a lot of shows this year. I like years past when I used to go to a lot of concerts. Well, I only really went to a few this year. It was pretty much it was kind of a stressful year. A lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I wasn't able to really hit shows. But I had a good time.
Well, can I ask you, Stephen, of the shows that you did see, was this the best, or what was the very best of the year?
I would say this is probably one of the better ones for sure. Maybe even I might even go best with this one. I might even go best. Let's see what else did I see. I saw a really good Jazz is Dead show. That was early in the year. Jazz is Dead is a jazz group that does Grateful Dead stuff. That was something I saw early this year, and I saw Taj Mahal. That was a free show in Brooklyn. That was a highlight too. What else? And that's the other things I saw. I saw a couple of interviews that were good. There was one Conan O'Brien was interviewing Paul McCartney. I saw that a few months ago.
Yeah.
This Paul came out with a book of pictures that he took in 1964 when the Beatles were on tour. I'm sorry, I'll try to keep the phone. Sorry. Can you still hear me, Dave?
Yeah. It's a little breaking up, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good. So now I'm on an elevator.
Oh.
Where is he?
He's in Belmont.
Is he sticking around?
So I saw that, and then I saw another interview I saw was with in the city. I can't call back later, unfortunately. So this is gonna have to be. I saw an interview with Patti Smith and Joan Baez. That was also a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. She just turned 77 today, I think, or a day ago. So, Stephen, let me ask you, how are you doing? How is Susan doing?
Susan's okay. She's going for dialysis, and she's waiting for her kidney still. I also have my father now has issues. He took a fall recently, but he's now in they're giving him he's gonna be okay. Okay, I know. You gotta wait a few minutes. Okay, yeah. He's gonna be okay though. He's they're giving him the what you call it, I can't even think. They're giving him they're getting him back in shape.
Good.
So he's gonna be good.
And you're okay, Stephen? How are you personally doing?
How am I personally doing? I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm doing all right.
All right.
And just taking things day by day, pretty much. How about yourself, Dave? Joyce?
Yeah, we've been doing pretty. Knock wood. It's been a pretty good year. We're teaching. We're living in Maryland now. I think you knew that from last year. And it's what we're doing. And hey, it's the end of one year, the beginning of another, and I'm back on the air doing this show. So things couldn't be that terrible. If I were in the hospital or something, or something terrible had happened, I wouldn't. But things kind of rolled along, and here we are 365 days after the last show, and I'm back here, and I'm back with you. And I'm glad Susan's, making it through, and you're making it through too. So do you have any shows planned that you're going to see next year? Any big concerts?
Nothing really. I really don't. I can't really plan in advance. But I hopefully in a couple of months I'll go see the Rolling Stones in New Jersey. Yeah. My father's in rehabilitation. That was the word.
That was rehab.
Rehabilitation.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he does. I hope he comes through like a champ. Sounds like you've got to, get going and get.
He's right there. Yes, I see him. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. So he's in rehabilitation right now at North Shore Hospital.
Oh man.
Yeah, but like I was saying, the Rolling Stones are going to be in New Jersey in a couple of about. It's right there. Alrighty.
Yeah, I think I better let you go because it sounds like you got to catch what you got to catch.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, Dave. What's up?
So Stephen, happy New Year to you, healthy New Year to you and yours for sure.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. You too. You as well, and Joyce as well, and everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. Be well.
Take a chance. Okay. I gotta go, Dave. Be well.
Be well. Oh, actually, I showed his phone number. Bye, man. Okay, Stephen Fish, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope he still is in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think they were looking for the car.
Yeah, it's
know
like
that feeling when you're in the parking lot and you're like, "Where's the car?" You're tired and.
Yeah, because it was a Billy Joel show, so it probably started like 9 o'clock. What
thing? Drink your thing, no? You want more seltzer in it? Your drink.
Oh, it's here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, it's actually unless is there stuff we want to talk about because it's time to finish the show. Can you believe it's almost 1:30?
I have no idea. I know. I was surprised because my Fitbit said I only walked 200 steps, and I thought it was broken.
You have 200 steps going up and down to the kitchen and back. Yeah?
No, but this today, not yesterday.
Right. Well, today you did a little bit of walking in the house.
Yeah, but not 472.
All right, it's a little better. Yeah, so. Anyway, my gosh, I feel like I've run not a half marathon, but sort of a quarter marathon, ladies and gentlemen, doing the 924th episode of Dave's Combine. Look at that, 924, to coincide with the fact that it is now 2024. We've gone from December 31st of the last year into this brand new year. What a great way to do that. And let me thank so much the folks who spent New Year's Eve and very, very early New Year's Day with us in the DAVERHOOD on this program. We go all the way back to when we got on it seems so long ago. Nancy Redmond, Judy Mark, my Aunt Bonnie, Stephanie Trudeau, Iris Dorbian, Moshe Denberg, Leslie Hovan Blake, Steve the Whistler Herbst, my Aunt Esther, yeah, Rabbi Saul Solomon. Go to shalomdammit.com for more about him. Charlie Gross, let's see, Ronald Rand, huh?
So you can look here, the people I crossed out are the people that are, okay.
Yeah.
The people were Nancy Redmond, Judy Mark, Bonnie, Stephanie Trudeau, Iris, Moshe, Leslie, Esther, Charlie, Ronald, Eva, Vicky, Adam, Ozer, and Stephen. Stephen the Whistler, and then Stephen, your friend.
Yeah, not too shabby, huh? Not too. I mean, a really, really nice batch of folks, and proud and very, very happy to have them.
A lot of people
in the DAVERHOOD. And it's great that they're available even for a couple of minutes just to say hi.
I know, especially during the holiday time.
And to wish everybody a very, very healthy and happy and good New Year. So here's the deal, folks. I mean, it may be a crazy year coming up politically with strife and whatever else, but if we can, have a decent domestic year, a healthy year.
Don't forget to put your glasses on.
Yeah. More important than really anything else. So let me get these focals on, and let me correct something that I didn't do. Actually, I should take these off or I'll hurt you. At 12 o'clock, because I'm so involved with the show, I didn't get to kiss my own wife. So come here, baby. Let me plant a big old schmutz off camera. A schmutz on you. Love you. Love you too. Happy New Year. Oh. Wow, that was quick. We just had sex off camera. But ladies and gentlemen, what a delight. If you want to watch all or part of this episode that you might have missed, remember that we're going to put up the whole show in a day or two on davesgoneby.com and archive.org. We'll also chop up some of the segments if you want to hear particular guests, as we always do, again, in both places. And tons of ways to keep in touch. davesgoneby@aol.com, our Instagram page, our Facebook page, as well as our Twitter feed, Radio Dave 2. Yeah. So any last thoughts, babe, on the year behind or the year ahead? Any, one last cameo for Unicorn, huh? Here he is. Oh, Unicorn's waving howdy. Here he is. He's really taken over a bit of the show today. He was really on it. He's like, I knew there's a reason we kept him. We have literally been trying to give that unicorn away to anyone who will take it, because I was crazy enough to grab it off the street. But that's a story for another time and perhaps another year. Anyway, happy 2024 to all of you. I'm Dave Lefkowitz. You've been watching Dave's Gone By live, our 924th episode, Daverhood New Year. Hello, 2024. And I expect and I anticipate seeing you all next Saturday with a normal as we do these things, episode of the Dave's Gone By show. So until then, don't miss your Daves and years going by. On anything? And gone by. Dave's gone by. Dave's gone by. Dave's gone by. Too much fun. Just too much. But that's enough fun for the whole rest of next year, honest to gosh. It's enough fun that it's already trailing into 2025. And we'll see you next week.